Welcome to ReligionWinked TV, where my spiritual ears stay. Hey guys, good afternoon. How are you? How's it going?
Welcome. This service is provided by freeconferencecall.com. There is one host in this conference.
How's the weather where you guys are? I'm just pulling up my chat box, getting the phone set up. Guys, if you're calling, you're calling. If not, I appreciate you the same. I'm just going to go ahead and give my commentary on TS Madison and if she's responsible for Chicken Gate and, you know, the bad experience that happened down in Norfolk, Virginia, I believe. So when this song goes off, I'll go ahead and give my commentary. If no one calls in, I may give myself a call. Thank you to the one person watching, having to call in just about TS Madison, and if she's right or wrong. And this whole Chicken Gate scandal, bad experience that went down in Norfolk, Virginia, at a venue that she was booked for and attended, got paid for, and left. Also, she was doxxed by Miss Parker, this said promoter. And I just want to talk about it. If you guys have an unbiased, healthy opinion about it, please call in and let me know. I will somehow try to get to my let me see if I can put the number in here. I'm still learning how to navigate everything, guys. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. So let me see. Make sure I give you guys the right number and the PIN code. All right, let's see. Alrighty. Let me make sure I put calling number. So what do you think about this lady putting Maddie's phone number out there? Basically, what do you, we're just basically talking about TS Madison here. I'm going to set up the backdrop, maybe turn the volume down on the phone a little bit. And I just want to set up the situation with TS Madison. We'll do Miss Parker next. We'll do VS after that. Funky Dineva after that. We'll do Geo after that. I mean, I just want to keep it specific to TS Madison right now. I want to let you guys know that she was doxxed by this said promoter that hired her to do an event down in Norfolk, Virginia. That's the calling number if you want to participate. I appreciate you giving me a thumbs up. What else? Alright, I'm gonna close that out. Excuse me. I'll turn this down some. So basically, I saw a video that TS Madison did. I'm gonna play a little bit of that clip. I'm gonna try to see if everything run off of one microphone. I have two applications on it right now. So far, it sounds like the phone and my desktop. Let me, you know what? Let me just turn it up. Play a little bit of that clip. Absolutely. So everything's working that way. I'm gonna try to pull up my movie maker and give you guys a little bit of what T.S. Madison had to say to Miss Parker, this woman who hired T.S. Madison to put on a show. So T.S. Madison went to the show, performed, got paid, and left. Is she wrong for that? Does she owe anybody any money behind that? Let's talk about it. If you are out there, two people watching, this is a respectful call in. T.S. Madison was doxxed by this promoter, Miss Parker. I want to keep it specific to T.S. Madison and try to sort out her situation. I could have went in any order, but if you try to lump all the key players into one video, it's a bit confusing. So stick to T.S. Madison. What did she do wrong? Is she responsible for Chicken Gate and the bad experience that happened when she was booked by Miss Parker, the promoter in question, and hired to do a show? So is she wrong? She performed. A few people had a problem with her performance and how the production went. Overall, after talking and listening to a lot of people, she did her job. She got paid and she left. She didn't have anything to do with how much the tickets were. She didn't have anything to do with who charged what at the door. She didn't have anything to do with let me see, the production of it, except for the part where she went out and Funky Dineva and her mother. I mean, so basically, there's a lot of things that she did not do wrong, but we see the controversy. Again, this isn't being biased, sticking up for T.S. Madison. We're going to do T.S. Madison first. I have 4 or 5 hours right now. The house is empty, but I'm not going to spend a 5-hour live. Let's talk about T.S. Madison and only T.S. Madison. What are your thoughts about it? There's a call-in number in the chat. If you have a respectful, unbiased opinion, I appreciate it. I mean, I'm trying to grow my channel just like anybody else. This is original content, but I feel if you put all the key players in one video, you're not sorting out anything. It's a bunch of confusion, a bunch of lies. So let's just focus on T.S. Madison in this live stream. She was doxxed by this promoter that hired her to do a job in Norfolk, Virginia. Was this promoter right for putting out her information? And then TS, according to the video, I'm going to let you hear with a distorted voice because I don't want any copyrights. TS says she asked the woman to take it down, and she does show text between them. And the woman was like, well, you could just change your number. How do you feel about that? Has anybody ever done you like that? You know what I'm saying? So TS Madison is definitely catching slack out here. Now, let me be clear. This is not, I love people, period, but I really do like T.S. Madison. Done several videos on T.S. Madison, and I've said in about 4 or 5 of my videos that I've done, T.S. Madison, I think the problem you may be experiencing with the black original woman, all right, is that I did the air quotes as well because we're all black. I mean, what's original, what's not original? Like, come on, people, please. But the problem could be a lot of black women don't have a problem with men who transition as long as they go ahead and fully transition. My personal opinion, this has nothing to do with anybody else. I just think the slack coming from ATLE and Brown, maybe VS and some other people that don't like TS Madison, Kaya, once they fell out, because Kaya brought it to all of our attentions, especially mine, is that TS has breasts on top and a penis on the bottom. So I said to TS, that may be the problem. They're gonna have a problem if she fully transition and go all the way with it. They just don't like TS at this point in time. I'm assuming, allegedly. People on YouTube, one day they don't like you, they fighting with you, and tomorrow you their best friend. So it's hard to tell on these YouTube streets how it'll turn out beyond today or tomorrow. So I'm not here to judge that part. But what I'm saying is, T.S. Madison, if I said it, and there's no need to bite my tongue here, if you go ahead and fully transition and become a woman, it's more acceptable to us women, whether we're original black women, got a vajayjay between our legs. We to us women in the black community, is that you still, women don't want to strap on or have anything between their legs. That we like to take it in. We don't want, and you having a penis still alludes to some women. You may be sleeping with men still, and you may be sleeping with women. That's just the ledge. But again, you've been transitioning like 20 years, so that could be part of the problem with just T.S. Madison, not the whole not the whole trans community, excuse me, but just with T.S. So with that out the way, she's been doxxed. And I will refer to T.S. as being doxxed because she's gender identifies as being a woman. I'm not here to disrespect anybody, but when you speak the facts respectfully, you should. People can get offended if they want to. That's between them and God. TS, part of the problem is you may just have to go ahead and transition for all of the black female population to believe that and receive you more as a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because some people play it to their advantage. 1 minute they're a woman, the next minute they're a man. They turn on their woman voice, then they turn on their man voice. It's like confusing to some people. That's a big problem in our community with black people, women, men, straight, bi, trans, LGBT, pansexual. It's a discord and a discommunication. There's no communication there. So yes, T.S. Madison was doxxed. I have a call-in number if you want to call in. Is she wrong? What did T.S. Madison do wrong? Anybody out there want to defend her? Like I said, I'm not on anyone's side here. This isn't about taking sides. This is pretty much about, she got hired by a promoter who put her phone number out on social media for everybody to see after the fact. This woman hired her, paid her to do a job. She did her job well, left the venue. A month later, she's in a bit of a controversy. What happened? Is she wrong? What did T.S. Madison do wrong? Leave your comments down below. I'll sit another half hour, maybe 15 minutes. You guys want to come through, I appreciate it. If not, this is ReligionWinked TV, and my spiritual ears stay. Again, I said T.S. Madison. She got hired by a promoter, Miss Parker, to do a job. Excuse me. She had nothing to do with how much the tickets cost, how you buy the tickets, what time you show up, what time was on the ticket. She had nothing to do with what was at the venue, how the venue set up shop, how much of chicken the venue had, how little of drinks the venue had. All she did was get hired to do a job. What did TS Madison do wrong? And is she responsible for Chicken Gate? I see 3 people watching. Can you please give me 2 thumbs up? She was doxxed by the promoter, Miss Parker there. And TS did a video responding to that, asking the lady to take it down. And the lady was like, well, you can just do, get another phone number. So I'm going to see if when this song go off, if I can pull up that conversation, let you hear it in a distorted voice. But you can definitely go over to TS Madison's page and see, hear the video for yourself. Alright, I see I got respectful calling on the title, and maybe you guys just want to call in and be disrespectful. This is ReligionWinked TV, and my spiritual ears stay. Alright, let me see if I can pull up this, and see if it's all gonna run. Oh, I only need the speaker. Oh yeah, I don't need the microphone. So we're about to hear T.S. Madison in her response to Miss Parker, the promoter who hired her to do the event down in Norfolk, Virginia, and she pretty much put her phone number on social media, and when T.S. asked her to remove it, she caught an attitude. Here we go. I found it. Yay! She caught an attitude with TS and told her to please take it down. She told her to change her number, y'all. All right, so let me go ahead and see if I can get this on 125. All right, this is TS response.
Why would you sit there and put my motherfucking phone number on YouTube like that? What the fuck wrong with you? You's a messy motherfucker. You're messy as fuck. You're messy. Pay that girl her money. Take responsibility in that you booked that janky ass motherfucking club. You booked that janky ass club over there in Norfolk, Virginia. You booked it. That was your event that I showed up. Me and fucking I need to show up to. You are a janky ass promoter. Janky as fuck. Your business skills ain't up to par. When that girl was complaining about giving her motherfucking money back, you should have gave her back her money. The bullshit you putting right now, putting my motherfucking phone number out and then going to your page talking about how you get 500 views on a YouTube ad video. See, this is bullshit you do. This is some bullshit you got going on. I didn't give you permission to record me on the telephone, recording my voice, recording me on the phone. You's a janky ass bitch. That's what you is. You acting like that you had a problem with me because I said something about Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, wait a minute, y'all. She recorded her voice too. That's another thing I want to get into, guys. I definitely want to have a conversation with you guys about illegal recordings. Is it legal in your state to record? But she definitely was doxxed, and the woman recorded it. The woman put her phone number out, and the woman recorded her illegally.
You run your motherfucking ass over there to that Michelin time nigga asshole, motherfucking Gary Coleman. You had all this stuff crying that you was not my fan.
Now, here, Gary Coleman allegedly, with respect, all due respect, is ATL and Michelle Brown.
Either. Why you sit up there putting my phone out there on YouTube and then gonna say, oh, it's okay, you can get another one?
You heard her just say, why you put my phone number out there and then you can get another one? Because this woman, the promoter, Ms. Parker, who hired T.S. Madison to do a show down in Norfolk, Virginia, she got, after it all blew up like a month later, what we have in real time now, she's going back and forth with TS Madison. So she put TS Madison out on social media. TS Madison responded in a text and said, "Why would you do this? Take my number down." And this woman was like, "Oh, whatever, what the hell? You can get another number." And she also recorded TS Madison illegally. And I want to come back and have a just a separate live just for that. But we're going to go ahead and listen to the rest of this clip.
I did shit to you.
And that's my question. If you two are out there, Maddie fans, she was doxxed today. How do you feel about it? There's a call-in number there. I have to open up the line again because I didn't think anybody was going to call in. And is she responsible for Chicken Gate? She did nothing wrong.
I came there. I did my motherfucking job. I left. You put that fucking place.
Like Maddie said, she came there. She did her job. So what did Maddie actually do wrong? Now, my son is in the industry, and I'm smart enough to know that there's a venue, there's the talent, there's the promoter. The promoter usually try to bring the talent and the venue together. The promoter pays the talent, pays the venue, works out something with the venue, and everybody's kind of happy. So let's go ahead and listen to what's going on.
That girl complained about chicken bones. That girl complained about chicken bones, butter, all that bullshit. That shit fell on you. That shit fell on you, girl. What the fuck is wrong with you? Bitch, I ain't even slander your business.
Now, I just want to say here, and keeping it all indicative to TS Madison, the promoter, I don't know what she really had on the ticket, but according to other people, it was like, you know, you get up to 5 people in on one ticket that costs $213.80. And you can get a bottle of wine or liquor or something like that. I don't know if it said it came with food or come with water or come with anything besides that. So the venue now, if it got paid by the promoter and know it can make money selling food, I'm sure it did that, but it probably just didn't buy enough food for those that got there later than the ones that got there early and ate up all the food. Does that make sense? Is that simple enough? Like, I don't know. But I'm just trying to focus on TS Madison right now. What did she do wrong? In this whole thing, prior to anything she did when she made that first phone call into the live the other day on another YouTuber's platform. What did she do? She was hired by the promoter, and she went and did her job and left.
You was slitting away the truth because you were doing your shit. I didn't slitter you at all. I told the boy to contact you for a refund. But Miss Thing, you up here, see, you're a struggling artist. That's what you are. And you were trying to use my platform to book me to put your lady ass music out there in the world. I asked you to take my motherfucking phone number down. You paid it. I'm not worried about it. You can get another. I ain't changing my motherfucking phone number because I do business on my line. But you was a janky asshole. You tired as fuck for that shit you did. And then to sit there and go on your YouTube, right here since we dropped a receipt on your YouTube, and people said, girl, why don't you take Madison's phone number down? And you got your regular ass sitting up here talking about, oh, don't worry about it. But you know what? You're not going to make me have no bad taste in my mouth with people from Virginia. Because all the...
Hey, Sexy Star, welcome. Good evening. How are you?
Person from Virginia ain't fucked up like you. That's some fuck shit you doing. You on that fuck shit. You ain't got to take the motherfucker down now.
All right, so the title is, guys, TS Madison was doxxed. This whole promoter, Miss Parker, put her number out on social media. TS responded with a post, say, please, with a text, please take my number down. The promoter was like, oh, too bad. Won't you get another number? This is the footage I was able to retrieve of TS responding to the promoter being, you know, messy and full of it and doxing her, also recording her illegally. So I'll let you guys go ahead and listen to it. And then if you want to call in, I've given some of my commentary about it. I'll summarize it at the end, and this live stream will be over. Thank you so much to the 2 people watching. Thank you.
It don't matter. I asked you not to take my fucking phone number down. I asked you. I don't never post people's phone number. Never. But you sit up here with the bullshit like, this shit is a game for you. You made money. You ain't lose no money. You made money. And if you did make money, bitch, you should have. You went in there underpriced $30, and he'll charge those people $300 and they give them what the fuck they paid for. Like I told that other girl, I'm not giving her shit. She need to get it from you. She trying to be your motherfucking friend, and you with the bullshit. She not gonna fuck up my money. Yes, because people calling my goddamn phone during the funeral. She on this fuck shit because she got this fucking ass mixtape she need to put out. Great ass. With the bullshit, all you had to do was go there and take my motherfucking phone. Bitch, when I found out the truth, that you were the one that went over there to Michelle, bitch, I ain't had no more to talk to you about. I didn't know that was you. And I apologize because I felt that you and Gio had bad blood. But see, this is shit you were taking Gio through. He should have cussed your motherfucking ass out. He should have.
All right, let's see. Sexy Star. She was doxxed by accident because she was trying to show that Maddie texted her, and it was done by accident. She doesn't know, or she didn't really know about this whole sector of YouTube. Right here in this video, Sexy Star, if you go over to Maddie's page, Maddie has a text between them two. She did it accidentally. No, I'll take your word for it because I didn't really know how she did it, but Maddie asked her to take it down. She was like, I'm not taking it down. Won't you just change your number? So they had conversation, and this is the byproduct of Maddie responding to the lady, Miss Parker, to take down her number off of that post. And you're right, Miss Parker is new to YouTube. What happened was somebody went over there the other night, another YouTuber, and encouraged her following to go over there. She had like 21 subs, right? But I want to keep this just about Maddie because when you start bringing everything in, it get a little messy. But you're absolutely right. She's up to 301 or some odd followings. I just checked maybe a little while ago because of all the drama and the attention and the behavior, the negative behavior that's out there right now. You're absolutely right. She's very new to this side of YouTube. Kind of like Mona Symone came in with all the drama. Let's see how long she lasts. Let's see how many people she has to dox. Let's see how many people she has to curse out and argue with and beef with to keep this up. We've seen it all too. We've seen it time and time again on these YouTube streets. But this is actually Maddie responded to her in a text message, and they had conversation. Maddie shows it. If you go to Maddie's page and watch the last video, oh my God, I think it's called Miss Messy Parker or something to that effect. But Maddie asked her to please take it down before she came with this rant. So to the 4 people watching, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you.
Cuss your motherfucking ass out from the beginning. What's up wrong with you? I asked you nicely. Y'all see the text messages? Like, girl, I ain't did nothing to you. I didn't do anything to you, girl. Why are you posting my phone number on YouTube? And you talking about some new sale houses? Bitch, I went down motherfucking a trap house from your bitch ass.
I mean, is it fair? Hey, I'm crazy. T5000. How are you? Is it fair to be doxxed? Period. Is it fair for somebody to cut in the heat of their moment and caught up in rage, angry at somebody? And it's kind of hard with text messages. I know you just want to throw your phone up in the camera, but where's the protection? Where's the privacy at? Is Maddie wrong for being upset that she was doxxed by the so-called, the promoter who hired her for the event in Norfolk? Maddie went down there. Maddie did her job. Maddie left. And now she's put Maddie's phone number. Is it right? And is Maddie responsible for what happened down in Norfolk? Let's see. No person privacy is their choice. All right. I saw the video. She to the people that it's okay. Maddie can get a new number. Maddie said, yeah, she just said, I just played it. She said she's not going to get a new number because she does business on there. But how far does it go? And we just talking about Maddie right now. I'm going to stay another 15, 20 minutes. Then we can talk about Miss Parker. Stay like a half hour, 40 on her. Talk about every other player that's involved, even down to Gio. Because when you start lumping them all together, the lies, the deception, just, the childish behavior. I want to focus on Maddie. What did Maddie do wrong? Can anybody put in the comments what Maddie specifically did wrong? Maddie wasn't responsible for having chicken there, water there. Maddie just got hired by the promoter to do a job. I'm not biased here. I'm not taking nobody's side. I'm trying to build my own content, do my own thing on my channel, trying to have a sound mind, reason, sanity over here, and like talk through some things. Because when you sort out who did what wrong, regardless of who the key players are, you'll see where this is coming from. But when you got Maddie here and promoted there and Jill here, no, separate it. What did Maddie do wrong? QI says a lot of these people are doxing. Well, yeah, we all know where it started from, but did Miss Parker? So you gotta remember, it's coming on the hindsight of Miss Parker out in her and Funky Dineva allegedly using cocaine, just putting all Gio's business out there. So was it really done accidentally, or did she do it intentionally? With all the videos she's putting on her channel right now, with all the attention she's getting from some YouTubers and other followers, because you remember just the other night she had 21 supporters, right? Now she has about over 300. So is she honestly, because like right now it seemed like her and Maddie is actually in war behind it, because Maddie tried to ask the lady to take down the phone number, and she was like, well, you can get another number. But is it really that easy? And how come she just can't take down the video? Like, okay, let's see. Crazy 5,000. I'm sorry. I saw Matt. You saw Matt's video. That's what we're listening to, guys. I got it like distorted because of copyrights. This is Maddie. This is the video. I just got it sped up a little bit. QI says intentionally, definitely. They said it was also revenge for Gio doxing Fischel. See, I don't want to go that far. Look, QI, I love you dearly, girl, and you know that. But I don't want that. I think that's what's happening. People are going so far into other people's business right now. I feel what you're saying. It's a lot of payback. It's a lot of retaliation. It's a lot of, oh, I should have did this months ago, but now I got the opportunity to do it now, so let me take advantage of it. I get that. But it's like this does go, this story right here, it goes a lot, further out into the ocean, that I want to stay a little bit toward the shore. You could get drowned in this story, because not only is stuff going to come out about Gio, I mean, it's just going to keep going. And, he jumped up and actually called into the Oracle show. I believe he called into Jay Wilson. So they out here trying to just, is it damage control or is it just a save face? What is going on here? 7 people. Well, thank you so much. Thank you to the 6 people watching. Please give me a thumbs up, y'all. QI, they both drug BS in between their bad business. You know what? And that's what Miss Olivia was saying on the part of Maddie. Definitely bad business. And I'm going to stay focused on the promoter right here, because she hired Maddie. Maddie went and did her job. I'm just keeping it real. Time went past. Nothing came out between Maddie and this promoter. It was going on between the promoter and Gio, right? So what Olivia was saying, and what so many of us was probably thinking at that time, is that Maddie chose a bad promoter. There's people in this world that do business with you, and it didn't work out, and nobody went to putting your phone number out there, and it's like, so maybe Maddie made a bad choice with doing business with Miss Parker. What do you guys think about that? Yes, damage control of the drama. And a lot of people are saying, like, I told Maddie in my video the other night, I said, as far as the alleged cocaine use, you can say what you want to say about me over here. If I know I'm not doing it, I have nothing to defend. That's between you and God for bearing false witness on me. And the way Maddie responded, it kind of hurt herself and her business. It's not that it hurt her business, but it just kind of made her credibility. Like, why would somebody come out raging like they just got done hitting cocaine or taking a hit or something? I was like, wait a minute, I'm not here to judge. I ain't never seen her do no cocaine. But then she hangs with somebody who she said openly on a live chat on the phone, I don't care what he partake in. He do a little bit here and there, something to that effect, saying about Funky Dineva, and they road buddies. You know, they put on this show together. And then you have Miss Parker coming out saying that that's why they were late in the beginning. Now, I heard a video today. She was saying on her channel, y'all, I don't know how many she put up since then because she's been on the road now that she know how YouTube works. But she said to the fact that they was looking for the cocaine after the show. So, like I said, there's a lot of lies floating around, people saying what they want to say, because we all know on YouTube lies sell. We all know lies sell, right? So what we got going on here? Yes, they both could use better business practices. Absolutely, QI. It made Maddie look ghetto. You know, and that's the only part of everything. I know, Maddie, you was alleged to call this call another content creator, you know, broads and B words and stuff like that. And again, we all know QI. We just been through that with Sean Bradley. He calls H's and B's and stuff, but if you call them gay, faggots, punks, trans, it's anti-laws that can hang our necks and put us back on a plantation for bothering them. But for regular women, regular black people, we don't have any anti-laws against them. So life really isn't fair. But yeah. That whole part when she came out raging, I don't do cocaine. Okay, it's one thing to come out and defend yourself, but sometimes I don't know. Sometimes our sins find us out, and then like you said, we have to go and do damage control to cover up the mess we made, simply because of the way she behaved. I'm gonna go ahead and play a little bit more of this, guys. And again, you can go over to her page. It's about a 9-minute video. And I got about 5 or 6 minutes of it here, so I'll let you hear some more. My whole thing is she responsible now for the whole, you know, we call it chicken gate, okay? That's what's going around. Is she responsible for the bad experience that some other YouTubers had when they went down there? That's my key. I'm just trying to figure out what happened that night to set this whole motion in course. How's the ATL and Michelle? We know how she got involved, but like you said, if the people just keep going and going and going, so I don't want to lump everybody into this video. I just really want to stick to Maddie, get some clarity myself, and maybe we'll move on to ATL and Brown. Of course, VS is involved in it. I just want to keep it separate, like a little half hour. I do have a call in, but maybe we'll do it through the chat until I get used to the calling. But business negotiations should be done in private, not over YouTube. You know what? I agree. In Q, I was studying illegal phone calls and recordings and things like that. That's like one of my next lives, or maybe I'll just do a video. But I want the engagement, because in my state, you have to have a one-party consent. In there's like 11 states where I think you can't do it at all, or you need both party consents or something like that. But that's another thing, because this one, TS said that the woman also illegally recorded her as well. So where are we at with that, with the illegal recordings and, people just spitefully doing it? There's apps now, as Hutchinson says that she has an app on her phone, and people steady talk to her on the phone and know that they're going to be recorded. Symone says she always records people, and people will talk to her on the phone. So that's kind of like giving consent, because she's letting you know, and it depends on what state. Mona could be in Georgia, but your state, wherever you are, don't allow it. So that's kind of tricky as well. Mona may have a one-party state where she can record it without you knowing it, and you be on the phone with her. So I was going to try to get a little, not too deep with it, but a lot of that goes on. To the 7 people watching, QI, you are supposed to ask for permission for a person, personal per call. Every person per call. Okay, I agree. The reason why I want to get into the illegal recordings, have you ever had, hi, this is Rachel, and I'm on a recorded line, and then you be like, the phone got this little beep in it. I'm like, who are these people and where the hell they calling from on a recorded line? I immediately hang up the phone call. But I know people have made friends. We all reached out, had did some kind of email or gave somebody our number or whatever. And what is your expectation when you meet a friend? Do you, hey, Lady Nika, what's up? Hey, S. Hutchinson never said she was recording anyone until things went left. And that's another point, Lady Nika. Why do people wait till they get mad, right? And then expose what they've been doing all along. So how much of a friend or how much of a supporter or how much of a you was, I mean, good point. Critical thinking. Facts, Lady Nika. I agree with you, Lady Nika. Just like this lady right here with the promoter. She never came out and doxed TS Madison until it all came back full circle and they got into it. She never came out and said T.S. Madison had I don't know what night it went down, but the night they had the venue, she didn't come out that night and said they was looking for cocaine. So why now? Why do people wait? Good point, Lady Nika. Thank you for popping in. What's up? Go to bed. Go to bed, Lady Nika. God bless you. That's a good point, guys. So QI says, so what S. Hutchinson is doing is illegal. I believe so. It depends. Again, I have pulled up this article and I was getting a little deep over here trying to research it. But with the whole 52 states, so it really depends on where you at. Now that we know, you think people still crazy enough to talk to her on that said phone? I agree. The promoter illegally doxed her. I agree. I have to say that myself. And I'm going to go ahead and finish playing this. Lady Nika, she can't be anyone's friend recording folks but wanting loyalty. The promoter shady as hell. I agree. Same thing a little bit with S. Hutchinson. No disrespect. But if you was mentoring VS and then all of a sudden things go left, now all of a sudden you want to throw recordings out on her, I don't, that don't sit well with me. Same thing with Miss Parker here. The night it went down, if Funky Dineva was dissing this lady, calling her names, talking about, I seen that video. Why didn't she jump bad and come out that particular night? These are very good questions. QI. Every in a legal state, you have to announce the call will be recorded. It makes you timid. It makes you leery. I mean, there's a lot of good collaborations in business that can go on YouTube, but with everything that go on like this, it kind of make you like, wait a minute. I'm gonna let you guys go ahead. That's true. QI Crazy said absolutely, but people don't do it, and in the heat of trying to get receipts and information and make new friends on YouTube, people aren't protecting themselves as well. I'm going to go ahead and let this run again. Maddie said she went to the lady. You could go watch her last video over there. She went to the lady. She asked her to take the phone number down. The lady said, you crazy. You could get a new phone number pretty much like that. So Maddie got on her live and she went in on this lady. So I'm about 3 minutes and 51 seconds in. And we'll probably go out to about 7 minutes.
You a late ass bitch. That's exactly what you is. But it's bullshit. Fraudulent ass. So that's why fraudulent ass bitch. Run your ass up. Oh, I got a story for you. You did that bullshit. You tried to laugh something. I ain't had no beef with you, girl. The fuck wrong with you?
Now, one thing Maddie said early on in this video is that this woman is a striving artist, rap artist or whatever. Maddie felt like this was her opportunity to take advantage to try to come up, on these YouTube streets or whatever. You guys really go listen to it like in real time. I have the voice distorted, but this is Maddie.
Let me show y'all what this bitch gonna say. Oh, y'all can rush and call her number now. Oh, this bitch gonna sit up here with the bullshit like this shit so funny. Give that girl back her money. You the one got that girl money. Give her back her money. Bitch, call your credit card company, bitch, and tell your credit card company you want your money back.
QI, Maddie said, tell VS, call her credit card company or however she paid and tell them either stop payment or get her money back. She's really saying it in the video. Hold on, let me take it back. But she, she's giving VS a little bit of advice right here. And she's telling her that the promoter, if anybody's going to give money back, it should be the promoter.
VS, call your credit card company, bitch, and tell your credit card company you want your money back from that bitch.
That's some fair advice.
If you listening to me, VS, call your credit card company and tell your credit card company you want your money back from that bitch right there. You unprofessional ass motherfucker. People in the comment section telling you to take my motherfucking phone number down. You got to talk about some, oh, y'all her fans. Y'all want to call her phone. What the fuck wrong with you? You what?
You know what? There's something about the promoter, Miss Parker. Just a little touch. I don't know. She's on these YouTube streets yelling and screaming, long posts. And she just said to Maddie said, tell her, take the comments and her number off her post. She said to Maddie, what, do you don't want nobody to call you? Like, this is a game she's playing to me. Like, how often people put other people in danger like this? QI, Maddie should have said that initially. Hey, Y Hudson, how are you? Let me go back up to Nika. Nika said, this really speaks their character. Who does this? Absolutely. Mentoring, recorder, mentor. Mentee, recorder, and mentor. Shady promoter, recording, former client. Absolutely too much delivered for me. In the yes, Lord. In the name of Lady Nika. Go to bed. Yes, Lady Nika. Tell them go to bed. Y Hudson, welcome. All right, so Y Hudson said, Maddie makes sense in this last video. She should have reacted this way from the beginning. Y Hudson, now we talking, baby. Because I said earlier that first video when she came out being accused allegedly of doing cocaine, it just set her back 50 years. I'm like, Maddie, no. Like, I don't care who right, wrong, or indifferent. But the way they're behaving set Maddie back. Go to bed. Yes, Lady Nika, go to bed. Hallelujah. We delivered over here. We are delivered. Well, Y Hudson, absolutely. And now listening to this video, I said, you know what, Maddie, there's some truth here. I only wanted to keep it specific to like Maddie. I know there's other people involved, but I wanted to like separate what Maddie did wrong, where she at in this, her whole reaction to the alleged cocaine use, and now seeing her react like this, I'm like, Maddie, this is how you should have came at it from the first get-go.
You're a good promoter. You ain't a good business person. You ain't. You ain't shit. For doing it, I want you to ask you to take my motherfucking shit down.
So Maddie gonna show the picture, the clip right here when she was
you take
texting
shit
her.
And this shit is a but people tell you to take my shit down. You down there with the bullshit. Tell myself call her phone. What the fuck did I do to you? I ain't do shit to you. I came, I did my job, and I left. It was your duty to provide those people with the seats that you promised them. It was your duty for you to provide those people with the bottles you promised them. It was your duty to have security. It was your duty. It was yours to have them chicken wings all day. It was yours. It was your responsibility. Yours.
And I want to stop there to the 8 people watching. Maddie is responsible for Shelly, period. Hey, Sydney, what are you saying about that? I think we all grown to that effect. We got to be responsible for ourselves. But what do you mean by that? QI explaining. They are all wrong. Sydney, you know what? Every man, there's a way that seems right to every one of us that leads to destruction. And the road therein is, the end thereof is destruction, is death. Absolutely. Exactly. At ReligionWinked, Maddie should have approached this situation better than she initially did. And that's the bottom line here. And listen, when you begin to look at one individual character, and then now you can see the picture clearly, right? Maddie did some things wrong here. Maddie dealt with a promoter that backstabbed her. that held on some information, was recording her illegally, now doxed her phone number. And also, Maddie responded to the initial accusation wrong. Those are the only couple of things I could see. Maddie was not responsible for the food, for how much the tickets cost, how many people were at the venue, how the production went at the venue, except for when they got at the table, then they took over, and did their own performance. She had nothing to do with what was promised on the ticket. She had nothing to do with what was even written on the ticket and what time was on the ticket. I mean, so now we getting somewhere. 9 people watching. Thank you. Exactly, at Miss Nika. I agree definitely with Sydney. Oh, Sydney, did you see that video on MKO, the last one I did? Remember I was trying to do the slideshow earlier? Well, I said you brought the food. I did put your name in the video. Remember, I was trying to show the food. I said, and Sydney brought the food. I did it. I threw that little slideshow together. Y'all got to go watch those 3 videos. We had a fume. It's called Sage and the Fume, right? Sage and the Fume. Mona Symone did some kind of planning her own funeral over there. I said, Lord have mercy. I went and got the screenshots of the live chat. I put together some food. We had like the whole service over here this morning, but somehow it got broken down into 3 videos. So go enjoy those videos when you are done here. Yo, that last video is funny though. You got it, but it's like the first 2 videos was like, okay, we're gonna have this funeral, we're gonna finish it off, Mona Symone, in a good way. I was speaking scripture, speaking life. You don't make life, light of death, but she put it out there on April 1st. So I was just having a little fun and showing my little witty character side over here. And then we got kicked out of the first live stream, so I had to go live again. That's the eulogy. I couldn't get the premiere of the food to show, so the 3rd video is like the rebirth. It has a little bit of the repast food, and then I'm just speaking life to Mona Symone. She's spiritually dead, y'all. And as a woman of God, you got to do the best you can. If they receive it, whether they like you, believe it, it'll be here for somebody else to feed off it. But it is for a click in the view. Don't get me wrong. But Mona, if you listening, go watch those 3 videos. It was fun, right, Sydney? All right, back to Maddie. Y'all, I got a little sense of humor over here, but like I said, it was a mock funeral, but she's still alive. Matter of fact, she allegedly died on April 1st, and then she came after that to plan her funeral. I'm like, who does that? Is that how? Who? Wait a minute. So, if she can make fun of her situation, I shine light on it. Thanks. Yeah, it was funny. Shelly is representing Maddie's brand. I don't think so. Maddie told y'all Shelly's representing Shelly. All she do is fight hard in the paint. She don't represent the brand. TS Madison represent her brand. Where was Shelly at when she was down with Kaya? Where was Shelly at when she was down with Nicki Minaj allegedly getting a deal? Where was she at then? She represents the live chat, and she got a little authority there when it comes to the trolling, talking shit. I mean, that doesn't make anybody the CEO. And I said in that 8-hour live, some people say it's the OEC, overly extra clout chasing commentator. I don't know. Y'all let me know what your thoughts are. Yes, she does. How she control her brand. Her name wasn't on that ticket. She she needed VS ticket to get in the venue. So obviously, and again, Maddie didn't book that brand, but obviously she don't have that much pull when it comes to the Maddie brand. Sydney, it was, I think Miss Nicole saying, don't cry for me, Argentina. Yeah. You know what? I should have looked that song up and put it in there. That's too funny. Thank you to the 8 people watching. I'm going to go ahead. QI, put it in the chat. I'm going to let them listen to the last of this little bit of video, and then put it in the chat how you think she runs her brand or rep her brand. Maddie allows Shelly to run amok with that self-appointed title. Absolutely. If she's not the CEO, because Maddie stood strong on that. Maddie was like, everybody wanted to know, and that question came out the other day. Maddie's like, no, she go hard for me in the paint. She fight hard for me. But Maddie was pretty much, saying no, she is not TS Madison brand or whatever. They good friends, a mutual love for one another. I get that. Um, Maddie allowed Shelly. Okay. But yeah, if it wasn't true, T.S. Madison, you should have shut that down. Because we all know what happened to Selena, but this woman was Selena fan base, CEO or whatever. But and then with all the other rumors and things coming out with her wanting to kill ATL and Michelle Brown, and it gets a little weird and creepy, absolutely. And if you don't want to be attached to that, you can't be allowing anybody to say that they're the CEO, especially when you know they're not. So we got 9 people watching. Why Hudson? Shelly around here screaming and threatening people. Maddie needs to shut her down. Now, allegedly, I heard yesterday or earlier today that she did kind of go off, but I don't know if it was, I forgot if I heard that or not. I mean, if people would just kind of own their shit right now, say I screwed up, a lot of these relationships could be salvaged. And then again, that promoter and Maddie, that's something different. Shelly and Maddie, I don't see why they have to fall out. Maddie just need to be real with Shelly and say, you're not the CEO, thanks for modding, and get that understanding. You know what I'm saying? But hold on. Lady Nika, these folks, wait a minute, let me finish. Why Hudson, she need to shut her down. Just to an extent where tell her to stop saying that, make a public apology or something, saying, I'm not the CEO, me and Maddie's good friends, whatever. But that's very confusing, because when it all was said and done, you had all these other women popping up like, yo, we the Maddie mob. We don't know what you talking about. In my Tamar Braxton voice. Lady Nika says, why Hudson? Shelly around here. Yeah, she need to put that in place. Lady Nika, these folks fight harder from mere mortals than they do for their own salvation. And you know what? Lady Nika, that's why I fight so hard over on this church, just to read the Bible aloud, just to always mention God and everything I do over here. You are absolutely right. And you know what, Lady Nika, and I'm not going to church here. I'm just going to say, y'all, because I started talking on that 8-hour live and I ended up talking all the way to the Lord. But you know what? The reason why they out here behaving like they doing, because they have no covering. They have no God in them. They have no foundation, no substance spiritually. And I'm like, if you just sit under the word, Lady Nika, I love your spirit. I don't come over much. I know I don't, but I'm glad you're here, because they don't have the spirituality about them. And that's what I'm seeing on these YouTube streets. And that's why it keeps running amok like it is, because nobody has that covering or filter on their heart to say, wait a minute, this ain't godly. This ain't right. Absolutely. And then a lot of times people out here fighting for people and they ain't even going to throw a punch for them, especially when the devil comes, Miss Lady Nika. You know what I'm talking about there. They're going to turn out the cheek and haul ass. Sydney, Shelly sent TS a gift on her birthday, and TS called Shelly the CEO. I heard it with my own 2 ears. Okay, so that was a friendly thing. That's a friendship. Nobody can take that from them. If that's where they want to be at with their friendship, let her be the CEO. I mean, a lot of jealousy, is prevalent too. But that's like a mutual friendship. I mean, it could be damaging when other people like BBK come out and say, when the president, is her name Crystal or Nicole or Nikki, and it kind of made Shelly look like, damn, we thought she was the CEO. Even so much when I first heard that she was down in Norfolk, Virginia, and BS had to send the ticket down, I'm like, well, why ain't she the CEO? But it wasn't Maddie's event. I get that. it was the promoter's event. She don't know the promoter to be getting in free. And like I said in that 8 hour live, I was like, well, maybe it was the promoter that probably stopped Shelly at the door and accused her of getting in. And I'm thinking, I don't know. Maybe somebody can ask VS that, but she was accused of sneaking people in. And me and my daughter had jokes. We was like, yeah, Shelly took them people in. That's why when VS got there, they couldn't get in on their own ticket. But they eventually got in. You know, you have jokes about certain situations. But Shelly, it may have been the promoter. But the promoter don't know Shelly to let Shelly in free and all that stuff. Like if TS is coming to New York, I'm thinking about going. I have not got my ticket yet. It's about 2 hours from where I live. But this is TS event. She booked the room, the hotel. She's having a brunch. She's doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? So if Shelly went there and she called it a CEO, I could see her getting in free. I could see her up backstage, on stage, hanging out, taking pictures, because it's TS event. This was not TS event. So hold on, Sydney, where we at? Okay. Sydney said Shelly sent her little perfumes. Okay. Hey, Angelica, welcome. So very true at Lady Nika. So QI says, just like moderators represent your YouTube brand. You know what? Absolutely. That's a whole nother stream right there. You definitely right. And it's important. I always tell my daughter, I don't care where you go. You bear your dad last name, but my upbringing. You know what I'm saying? You better act like, you know, you can go wherever you want to go, but just act like you connected to me and you have some respect for me when you out in those streets. I get it. A lot of moderators, I get it, QI. They don't do that. Facts, confusion. And the devil is the author of confusion. You're absolutely right. Lady Nika. Yes, I do LOL at Religion. Yeah, Lady Nika, you a revered woman spiritually. I know you do. And I sit back and watch. You trying to encourage them. You be putting the right stuff out in the chat. They got mad respect for you. You know what I'm saying? But women today, people today just don't listen to us elderly women. Not old women, but the women that's older and revered and lived a little life. And I can understand why. You know, it's that coin. If I ain't got more money than you can't tell me shit. I get it. If you ain't got clicks and views and you can't hold 300, you ain't got no influence. I get it. And that's the mentality today. Angelica says, I thought y'all was being messy at first. Sorry. For what? You got to get to know a person before you come over here with your attitude and being disrespectful. Why would we be messy? I never had a messy live stream. I never threw dirt or mess on nobody, but welcome. I appreciate you correcting it. But no, we grown folks over here. I'm a mother of 3 grown children, and I have 5 grandkids. I'm 51 years old. I ain't got time to be messy. Come to my morning reads, and I talk about the Christians, the deceptions of the Romans, the damn Christians, the church. I get messy. But talking about regular people, it's not my fight. If they sit under the word I be teaching in the morning, they won't be acting like the devil. I'm trying to tell you something. So QI says some people are fighting hard to keep chaos going. QI, absolutely. And then if you try to point it out, they start to fight with you and that person. No, I can see whether it's for content, clicks, views, to drain the shit out of y'all. Because it's very draining day after day, video after video, and then to drag other people in. And you're right, people are fighting so hard to keep the drama going instead of end it. QI said greed and needing YouTube validation, acceptance, power, control. I'm the biggest YouTuber. I got the best following. I could hold 10,000 people on 1 hour in my live chat. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You know what? You guys are making my day. Lady Nika, I review all the Tyler Perry shows. Tweet him and get a response. And I've gifted him as well. You the CEO? But I do not claim to be part of his team. I'm a fan of his work. God still leaves me, not immortal. Absolutely. That's the problem, Lady Nika. The blind leading the blind. Man cannot live by bread alone. But what does what does man feed man? Bread, right? Bread is money. Money is substance. Money turn into coins. Money is clicks. Money is views. But every word that proceed out the mouth of God, we've lost that in this generation. Definitely lost that. QI. But Shelly is running Maddie's brand with her unstable behavior. I said in my mental health clinic, QI, you didn't show up. But I don't see how, and there's no disrespect to Shelly or anybody. Wiley, I think some people out here playing that bipolar and just manipulating the masses with it. But I'm a woman of sound mind, and it's just something about somebody who wave a bag of medication in the air. I'm not going to follow that person. They talk about fighting all the time. I'm not going to follow that. I'll socialize if they want to socialize, say hi, but it's a difference from being mutually respectful and following somebody, putting your infant. No, it's something about that. Mm-mm. The law judge, what's up, baby? Hey. Hey, Miss ReligionWinked in chat, how are you? Shelly has been involved behind the scenes in all the YouTube drama in this sector. If I could be real with you, QI, and not to hold up the chat, Maddie, this was about you. I do have 2 minutes. You can go over there. But honestly, last year, Shelly came back on YouTube. I was hanging with Shares Life, Monique R. Viewers of You used to come over and say hi to me. Casey Diva Talks. I used to go over to Carmen Kaboom. All of a sudden, these women fell back from me, stopped coming over, didn't want to say nothing to me. And then I started watching Shelly's videos. And she used to be like, oh, that lady sitting over there talking to herself. On Thursdays, I will, every day. And I thought the people was going to come over and we was going to live chat. And I started seeing them fall back. So I get on the camera and talk to my damn self. You damn right. And I would see her make little comments and things. And one day I got under Rambling Kai. I believe it was Rambling Kai. Or I believe it was Nayrod. But Rambling Kai. No disrespect to her. Ain't bringing nobody name into drama because we not messy like that. And I said, great video. I was just getting comfortable with going out into YouTube, trying to say hi to other content creators. Here comes Shelly. She drama. Watch out for her. You better leave her alone. So I just stayed over here in my lane, kept hustling. I went out. I met VS when she was VS Contents TV before she became TSCC. Tried to hang out over there, met some other people. I got into this I am a creator-thon. My numbers started growing, but then they don't really, that sub for sub shit don't work. I was like, because I really go out and watch people content, so I fell back from that. I did a video with VS. My numbers got me up a little bit, but I gave her information that she needed that day. And then I seen this women's empowerment movement come along. And I seen Shelly, when Wiley was picking up, steam over there, she came out the woodwork jumping in his chat. I said, okay. Then I seen her started going into VS chat saying, oh yeah, I'm here. I'm lurking in the bushes. I'm like, yeah, why is she being disrespectful like that? Like, because I sit in the bushes, but I could feel when people intentionally, I can feel when people being spiteful. So I was like, wait, I was fucking blackballed on YouTube by one of these big YouTubers out there doing women's empowerment. Hey, how is that so? But then we women, we know you can be out there women's empowerment and not like everybody, right? But I thought it was kind of funny. And then, to be honest, I felt VS kind of pulled back from me. Not that we was buddies or cool, but I could go over in the chat. I was not TSCC, just friendly, say hi, have respect, comment on her, videos or whatever. But when Shelly came on the scene, it was a different kind of, whatever. So I fell back again. And yeah, Shelly, she could be a big troublemaker. If she the CEO of Maddie, I told her in that 8-hour video, send some damn subscribers over here because you one of the reasons people fell back from me on YouTube. I think that's bullshit because I don't have to step on any woman's toes to rise or to stand tall or to be big in this world. But you got a lot of phony ass YouTubers on here. They'll cut your throat. They'll dox you. They'll talk about you behind your back. They'll do all kinds of shit just so they can have all the fame and fortune. That's wrong. And then look at it, not even 2, 3 months later, her and Shelly going at it. So I'm glad Shelly stayed away from me because I watched her over the year as well. And I know she watched me and she still see me standing over here. But like I told Shares Life and all these other people that went running behind Shelly, something I didn't do. I didn't go kiss her ass when she came back on YouTube. These people still got the same amount of numbers I do. So that speaks volumes to me. I don't gotta hang with a big YouTuber or get shouted out or be their damn moderator. God is gonna get me where I need to be organically without kissing nobody else on these YouTube streets. Respect is due a dog. And if you don't want it, then I ain't gonna give it. And I'm not gonna kiss your ass for it. That's just coming from a 51-year-old woman who been to prison, got 3 kids, had lost, had again lost. I live life, y'all. I believe you me. I live life, okay? And yes, God can change your heart and make you a new person. Excuse me. QI. Now, okay, wait. Let me make sure I'm going all the way back. This sector. Law judge. I said, hey, honey. Hey. It's gonna come together for the better. Just making sure, sis. Absolutely. You welcome here. If y'all didn't already subscribe, please help me get to 1K. I done avoided every battle. I could have got on my camera and cussed Shelly out and ooh, yes. I did say one day I was blackballed and Bless Watkins came over in that live chat. She was like, who? But I didn't really want to call anybody names and I was kind of giving out a little bit of clues or whatever. But it's not that serious with me over here. But it is for other people to the comment that was made about greed and that QI had made and the need. It amazes me how so many people need that acceptance, need that validation, like you said. No, these days most women follow behind men and have self-hatred toward their sisters. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. Especially when I seen how, just the whole Shelly and Nicole thing. And I kind of said, maybe it was Shelly that kind of put the wedge between Nicole and VS. I'm not sure. But when you just sit back and watch people and see the angle they coming from, look how quick she turned on Lady Nika. That wasn't even Lady Nika's fight. So I said, well, I don't know. So we got law judge. Well, we all have our opinions. Whatever happened to agree to disagree. This stuff is really funny to me. When you hide your sub count, I question your numbers. Shelly said that to me last year. Me and Cher's life, if she's gonna tell the truth to shame the devil. We both had our numbers covered up around 400. I had about 429. This is when Shelly first came back on YouTube from like a little hiatus. Somewhere March, April of last year, maybe February of last year. And she went over on her channel because she was trying to get all the little YouTubers to come over there and learn from her, right? So I wasn't outwardly kissing your ass. You didn't come over here and say hi to me. But when she came back, she went in everybody else chat that was coming over here to me. And then they stopped coming to me. I said, okay. And so she pretty much, I went over there one day and I saw, she was like, I hate people who hide their subscriber count. You can't trust nobody who hide their subscriber count. I said, hell, BS got her subscriber count hit and you kissing her ass. What the hell was going on with that, y'all? I said, there's something wrong with this woman. She said that in publicly in one of her videos last year. You can't trust nobody who hide their subscriber count. And the minute I seen her on VS page being her mentor, I'm like, she's full of shit because she was saying that shit last year. She didn't like people when they put their logo like RWTV across the videos and stuff. I was like, is you kidding me? Yeah, she was full of shit to me then. But it is funny. And I be wanting to hide mine because every time I go live, I lose like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. I need to get the 1K, y'all. I don't need y'all money. If y'all want to donate, want to share, that's fine. I want to get the 1K so I can put video ads on my video. Share this channel, y'all. I know I sit over here and cry. TC, I'm coming, baby. Hey, what's up, sis? How are you? I'm coming. I know I sit over here and bawl about God all the time, but Guys, get my channel up, please, please, please. I'm going to stay maybe another 15 minutes. I'm going to read down the comments. And then I'm going to come back and just do Miss Parker. Y'all can light that ass up. And again, you could be respectfully speak your piece over here, but don't come dragging and accusing and thinking some, no. We got to sort this shit out. Because if we don't sort the little things out, the big things aren't being sorted out. What's up, TC White Girl Reed? Hey, what's up, fam? Q, I said TC. Most YouTubers I seen didn't have a problem showing their growth. Well, I don't know if mine's hidden or not. Who got their numbers hidden? Mine should say 749. I got a new sub today. Mine's isn't hid because I swear somebody was messing with my account. I was like, dang, every time I go live, who the hell fucking off my subscribers? Sydney, exactly, the law judge. What's up, fam? What's up? What's up, TC? Your real life is way more important than you YouTube mess. Your real life is way more important than this YouTube mess. Absolutely. People don't realize that. I know mine's is. That's why I fall back. And law judge, you always tell me not to change my content. You always tell me to stay true to who I am. And this is my real life, just sorting the things out with God so we can kind of sort it out in our community. Hopefully the church will get on the same board, same on one accord, and we could come, be redeemed from the hand of the enemy. She does that to all YouTubers. Yeah, she threw me off. If you talking about Shelly and that whole subscriber count, and she don't like this, and she don't, because at that time I was putting, ReligionWinked TV across my video if it was my original content or whatever. Or I don't like when people put the logo across. I'm like, I don't like it when people hide their subscriber count. I said, well, BS do. But you right up over there kissing her ass. I said, shit, Shelly full of shit. I had to really think about it. A sense of hi, how are you? Good afternoon, law judge. Good afternoon, critical. TC at Lady Nika. Hey, she does that to all YouTubers. Okay, I'm going back too far. The law judgment, Lady Nika said, I hide mine because I do not focus on my numbers. My purpose is greater here. But I also publicly admitted I went through something on here once and lost over 1K. Wow. I heard about that, Lady Nika. I watched your video. That's how I know you said go to bed. I'm grateful because I got that back. Praise God. What the devil stole from you, the Lord will restore sevenfold. And about 30-fold, 60-fold, 100-fold. But the book of Joel says he will give to you with the palmer worm, cankerworm, locust, caterpillar ate up and stole from you. Amen. And that's funny because maybe about a month ago, I got up to 760 was my highest. Then Chopper came in my chat one day. We talking about God, and Chopper said, good luck with your subscriber count. I went all the way down to 738. Prior to that, I had just gave away $60 for my 750th subscriber. And ever since then, I've been eerie about somebody messing with my subscriber count. But I still won't hide it. Because what the devil steals from me, God surely is going to give it back to me sevenfold. And believe it or not, Chopper has not been back over here since. Sydney. Oh, hold on. Oh, I read that. Sydney says, dealing with some of the YouTubers, you need sage first. Listen, Christ said, but fasting and prayer. Some of these demons, you don't need sage, first of all, for demons. That's just like a happy place. If you want a happy demon, then burn all the sage you want. You got to cast them out. And some of them won't come out unless you fast and pray. What's for me, I will get, period. I had to lose to win. Absolutely. And sometimes, like I said, every day, I said, Lord, whoever that was that left, I pray they go into good hands. I said, but thank you for taking the tares away from me. Because you know about the wheats and the tares. We have to grow together, but people are finicky. If I do a video on Mona Symone, it's like, oh, she talking about Mona. I may lose one. If I mention VS name, oh, she like VS. Oh, let me unsubscribe. If I say 5, I'm like, they're so finicky. Like, give me a break, yo. I can't get with these kind of people that go to and fro. And it's really the supporters, the viewers, the people that's really doing it. The back and forth. I'm coming to your comments. Hold on. So, hey, TC Love, Lady Nika says, that's right, sis. Hey, white girl, how you doing? Hey, TC. Hey. So, okay, Law Judge, I'm going to go ahead and show your comment. It says your channel is fine. In my opinion, if your sub is less than 50,000 to me, you're small. They don't want you to see that they have not grown. That's true. You know what? I was so happy about 2 weeks ago. I was like, na 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 na. I had more views than Mona Symone. I don't know how many she got now, but I was just crossing like 61, 62,000, and I was over here praising the Lord, like, yes. And I was like, allegedly, she got 200K supporters. I'm like, yeah, right, joking around. But really, numbers, it does not matter. You're absolutely right. It's just a facade these people are putting on. And you can see the desperation in them. They trying to get money. They trying to get the supporters. They trying any way they can to reel people in. And it's just not happening. It's more like backfiring on them. So that's why my subscriber count is still the way it is. I have $100 for the 1,000 supporter. I did a video. I gave $60 away for the 750. That's that 34, 64, 100 fold this channel was doing over here. The 500 one was to get $30, but that was the day me and VS did the live. I went from 429 up to like 694. So the 500 one got lost in the sauce, and I put a petition out there, but they never claimed it. So then the 750th supporter, I was sitting here. I seen it come through. I went and hit the lady up. I said, hey, you just won my giveaway. She got back to me, and I cashed out her the $60, got proof of that. She did a video. I did a video. So I have $100 for the 1,000th supporter. Larger, what God has for you, no man can take. Absolutely. Absolutely. Who God bless, no man can curse. That's true. TC girl, the Most High has a plan for you, greater than your heart's desire, exceedingly abundantly above all that you can think and ask or even imagine, TC. Absolutely. It's just so frustrating, y'all, to see the most wickedest stuff. Like this lady, Miss Parker, messy promoter Parker is what I call her. To see her go from 21 subs to over 300 and something, I'm like, just with the mess. It's not with her music. So all people, gifts, and talents don't make room for them. Some people got to manipulate, lie, dox, get involved with drama just to grow their channel. And I'm like, I'm sitting over here like, damn, that's about how many supporters I need right now. But I'm like, nope, you can't covet your neighbor's things. You can't watch and see and get all emotional what happens around you, because it's not built on a solid foundation. It's built on quicksand. Lady Nika, ReligionWinked, remember you remember I was there when that happened. Don't you worry though, because what's for you will be, nobody can prevent it. That's true. Absolutely. You guys keep encouraging me, because I swear sometimes I be getting so frustrated. Not in a bad way, not offended, just to see all the negativity, like drama sells. And it's easier to go be wicked and do bad things than it is to stand over here and do what's right. I hear you, Miss Nika. Oh, excuse me, Sydney. Some of those folks, you don't need to be with them. That the negative energy, absolutely. And when I seen it, when I watched Shelly, I'm glad she didn't want to be bothered with me. Like, I understand YouTube etiquette. I respect people who've been out here doing their thing longer than me. But the truth of the matter is, like Miss Gina, she was on here 10 years and she didn't get monetized until TS Madison and Kaya fell out. Mona Symone been on 10 years. She didn't get her numbers up until her and Tasha K. So it's looking pretty T. She was another one on here. She took a 5-month hiatus, came back, got involved with Tasha K. And it's so easy to do that. And I'm like, no, that doesn't last. And look at all of them now. No disrespect. A sense of hi. Hey, sis, what's up? Just sitting back listening. LOL, I can't keep up with all this. Just be organic and grow your way. We will all have something to offer as there is demographic everywhere in here, good and bad. Absolutely. You're so true. You're definitely true. The wheats and the tares. You know, the good thing about it is we grow together, but they gathered first and they burned in the fire. And then that gives us room to be harvested. You're absolutely right. The whole key of it is don't let the bad choke you up in this world. Remember, there was some seed that was on bad soil, rocks, stones, got choked up with the cares of the world. And then there's good soil, absolutely. And that soil is the heart of a man. I thank you for that, sis. Good, good, good. Lady Nika, I was in that chat when you talked about being blackballed. Lady Nika, that was the first time you came over. Yes, that was the first time you came over. So I kind of talked about it, but like I said, I ain't not here to throw no, but it's my truth. If I want to sit on my channel and say what I feel happened to me, you don't see me make 150 videos of it. I'm not fixated with Shelly, but the fact of the matter is, I see why she's going through what she's going through because her heart ain't good toward all women, first of all, and then people in general. Messy people always fall out with others. It's their nature. Well, Judge, you're absolutely right about that. And they really can't keep friends either. You, Lady Nika said, you speaking facts at ReligionWinked TV. Absolutely. And that's why, like, I was going out, Lady Nika, last February. That's why, if you will listen to me, I did one of you. No, but when Shelly put that comment under me, oh, she's drama, don't nobody like her, leave her alone. I really kind of, I went back to watching rap battles and ID Discovery for like 2 or 3 months. And then when the TS Madison thing happened, I kind of did a couple of videos about that. People started coming over, and I felt comfortable going out to a little people. But by that time, she was friends with Nate Rob. Nate Rob wasn't fucking with me. I'm like, okay, I will go out. And VS was the first one and the only one. I said, excuse me, ma'am, is it all right if I come in your chat without choosing no damn side? She was like, yep, because then it was like Maddie and TS Kaya. I was like, and they wasn't really choosing sides, but that's right after that is when TSCC kind of got started, when they Kaya and Maddie. But I was like, she was like, ReligionWinked, come on. She's like, y'all go support ReligionWinked. I was at 39. I went up to like 60. So, and that's why I respect VS, because she was the only one that didn't turn her nose up to me. So when I say I respect VS, of course, people who hate VS ain't gonna come over here and sub to me or whatever. That's fine. But I'm not gonna deny nobody their good heart or their kind gesture toward me. Because other people don't like her, they think she wrong or this, that, and the third. No, she was the only one. There's a few other content creators. Vern Vlog, I mean, he's like my mentor. He's not my mentor, but if I want to reach up, I go to Vern Vlog's family, and ask him questions. He was like the reason why after I got the interview with VS, and I went from like 429 up to like 694. I reached out to him when I broke over 760, and then I went back down to like 730. I said, why my channel not growing? He said, are you asking people to subscribe? So I asked Shelly, I don't ask nobody to subscribe. Everybody's different. I don't shake medication around and make people feel sorry for my sicknesses and my diseases or my shortcomings. No. Some people do that, and that's how they grow a following, through sympathy, sorry ass sympathy, and it be false sympathy that people is giving out to people, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You will get that. Absolutely, I will. That's why I said I love your channel, love. Thank you. I think YouTube is unsubscribed, get people maybe. YouTube does it as well. Cause it's the truth over here. Crazy 5,000. They know I be breaking that Bible down. They like, we gonna shut our mouth up. Excuse me. Yours is hidden, LOL. This, you know what? You could trust people except for Mona Simone, who hides their numbers. Everybody out here is not lying and pretending they got 10,000 million subscribers. Only she did that. People can hide their numbers and you comfortable with that. But what is it anybody's business what your number is? That's the problem on YouTube, right, y'all? Who cares how many subscribers you got? With the recession, I said every black person should have just went when he closed down that government, y'all president. Every black person should have been at 1K just because. But we don't know how to lay our differences aside, help each other get to where YouTube is putting ads on us. Instead of we out here doing what Mona Simone trying to milk the cow when the cow been dry a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Hey, English goddess, welcome and welcome. I'm coming, guys. I'm getting to it. Yeah, it's like, I no, I be sitting over here, y'all. I try to be so respectful. All right, Lady Nika, you will get to 1K. Thank you. Mine is hidden. I know, and you don't have to prove nothing to nobody. I meant let your yay be yay and your nay be nay. And just be honest with yourself. But that's the problem with YouTube. It's a numbers game. And that's what I tell the people in church. It's a numbers game. Everybody in the church ain't saved. There's a whole lot of demons in there. I'd rather have 2 people following me with a good, pure heart. That's not perfect. You know, we live in life, you know, but we know we want to be godly. Then to have all these 50,000 million demons up in church talking about praise the Lord, and they know that ain't the one they praising when they leave church. English goddess, hey, Sydney said that friendship was doomed to fail. Oh yeah, okay. And if you, whatever you go into the friendship with, the motive of your heart is how your friendship is gonna end up. Definitely. Hey, English goddess, welcome. She said hi, everybody. Lady Nika said hey. A sense of how. Hi, English goddess. She said, how are you, English goddess? That's a sense of how. Sydney, can someone tell me how to hide the subs? All right. So if you go to your icon, right, like on your dashboard, and you click on it, and right next to Creator Studio is like a little tool icon. Click on that, and then if you go to privacy, I believe you go to advanced setting, and it says high subscriber count. I had to Google mine to see how to do it, but I'm sure you go over to your icon, hit the little tool next to the Creator Studio selection, and then you go down, you click on privacy setting, and I think you do it there. So Lord Judge, when you have good information, I formation numbers are low. Drama, messy, and strife get high numbers. That is so backwards to me. You know what? I did a video called Paradigm Shift. Paradigm shift is basically when the acceptable normal thing has a sudden change, usually for the worst. And that's what's happening. Right is wrong and wrong is right. And it's becoming a norm. It's so crazy to me. English at Lady Nika. I have been great. I'm back at my house now. So happy to be home. Welcome back. I know. God bless you. You've been in and out the hospital. Sydney, people love the mess. We all do. But come on now. The reason why I got on here with the TS Madison, this promoter now is doxing her, telling people to call her, have no regards. If she felt this way about TS Madison, I'm sure she felt this way back on the night the event went down. But why do people sit on stuff until they get absolutely mad, pissed off, and then use it as a weapon? It was a weapon all along. Something triggered, you know, you're triggered or you get mad, and then all of a sudden you slam people. Was it right for her to dox her? Let's see, where are we? A sense of how English says I meant to write home, not hundreds. All right, Lady Nika, oh, I'm glad you're doing well. Law Judge, Rob numbers have not grown, and I like Rob. When got in that drama, her numbers have been on hold. I watch things like that. Yeah, like I believe she's a Libra. I went over to Rob. She did a video where she said, "Oh, I like an old nasty." This was right on women empowerment. I did my little video, Lady Nika, right? I think I came over to your page. I went to Lockhead Boss Lady. I went to Dee Dee's. I said, let me stop sitting over here. Shelly don't run no show. Don't stop this show over here. I wasn't sitting over here to avoid nobody. Let me take this opportunity. I went to Rob. She still ain't respond. I'm like, you know what? But when me and Dee Dee Love first subscribed to each other, right? That's when Rob went over there and subbed to Dee Dee. And the day me and VS had our interview, I didn't know it then, but trying to find out why Sweet Mom and Pretty T fell out, I went to Pretty T video the day she was doing the video, the same day me and VS was doing ours. And Rob was in that video fanning out with Pretty T. And that was right before her and VS had her little tiff or whatever. Not really big argument or falling out, but I was like, she could be a little sneaky. I call her the Real Housewives of YouTube. No disrespect, but yes, Miss Sydney, I agree. Okay, let's see. We did that, but yeah, Rob and I, like I said, it now her and Shelly ain't speaking, and like I said, that's YouTube for you. I've experienced it. I could have handled it like TS Madison handled it when she found out she was first allegedly outed for doing cocaine. We all make mistakes. We all kind of lose it. But I thank God, you got to have some kind of self-control spiritually and govern yourself that way. If not, you be out here lawless, acting a damn fool. Sydney, how come YT asking content creators to pay for ads? I'm not sure. When I first got on YouTube, December 12, 2017 was my first upload. Just by me doing like a little Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays kind of thing to everybody, honoring all faiths and joy over hate, peace over love. No, it was like love, not hate, peace, joy. It was just one of those videos. And I did something about Santa, Saint Nick. Then I started talking about the Bible and breaking down what the Bible meant. And I had got up to 9,000 and some odd views. And at that point, you only needed 10,000 views, honey, to get monetized. I was like maybe 50, 60, let's say 100 views away from being monetized at that time. And then right when I was like, oh, I could get it there, they came out with the rules. April 1st or January 1st, February 1st, you had to have 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. And I had to say, damn, just like Mary Johnson, every time you get to the finish line, they move that shit, right? They move it. All right, so I'm almost caught up with all the comments. English Goddess said, that she's doing well. She spoke to you a sense of how. So Law just said something about Rob. I answered that, and I answered about the ads. I really don't know about the ads, Sydney. Law Judge, Armand Wiggins been on YouTube a short time and has passed so many content creators. Absolutely. You know what? That's a drive that I love, that spirit. I hope it's organic. That man had that exactly. He is a good content creator. Shit, he should have been mentoring Tasha K instead of Tasha mentoring him. But I mean, on some real, he is a prime example of how to get on YouTube, mind your damn business, put your best production forward, your best foot forward, and say to hell with the rest of it and do him. Absolutely. I love his production, and I can't wait to get like him and Tasha K, where I'm pulling up pictures and my equipment is going fast, and yeah, I love that. I love that. All right, so we got Team Virgo. No, hashtag Team Libra, honey. Yes. So Crazy says Mona is the modern day panhandler, pansexual, and everything damn else. You gotta go watch this stream. We had a little fun. You never make light of death, but Mona brought it to the topic, and we shined light on it. So the first we did was, we were saging the fume. She did her She was planning her funeral over there and never showed up. And that's witchcraft too, mind manipulation. She put on the video, right? She's like planning my funeral. Mad people went over there and got in her chat. She never showed up. That's witchy to me. That's witchcraft. That's deception. That's lying. That's manipulating people to come over, sit in your live chat. They were still getting the view. I don't know if she was getting the views or the clicks or whatever, but she was sure getting them. They was in that live chat. And I came over here because Tracy put a post out. I watched one of Tracy videos. Mona texts Tracy. Now they're still friends, and I feel Tracy has a fondness for her and don't really want to go in on her. But they do back and forth commentary now. So Mona wrote Tracy and was like, you know what? She said, I'm tired. She said, can I have a reprieve? She says, my uncle is on ICU, my cousin in the hospital. She was like, I'm tired. I just need a break. She was like, when my family get well, I'll be back to beefing for dollars. I said, well, I'll be damned. And Tracy thinks that, she's kind of full of it, always using her family and sickness, to try to get over on people, right? So I kind of added that in. Then we had like a little funny service. It was kind of funny because Pastor Jay Wilson said, do Jesus. And then we just kind of had like a rebirth. And it all speaking life to her. Lady Nika said, Sydney, I'm Team Virgo as well. My sister Sean is as well. Does she really do cocaine? I'm not sure. I never seen her. But what I can tell you, I ran into a video. So I have a video called Mona Said She Cooked Crack While Explaining the Pythagorean Theorem. Excuse me. There was a video Kiki called in, who was April Walker. And I had seen this video. I'm like, I watched the video. So April Walker is playing like she Kiki. And if y'all heard this, put some ears in there, right? Mona said, Kiki, do you love me? Are you mad at me? And I guess April Walker, you can tell it's April Walker voice. I don't have that pulled up. That is in that video though. It says, say it ain't so. Mona says she could cook crack cocaine and explain the Pythagorean theorem. I said in the repass today, well, maybe that's why we having this service, because she was doing a whole lot of tasking out here. And with her disability, I said she was taking on a whole lot of things. That's some hard work, cooking up crack cocaine and explaining the A squared plus B squared. Mona said, don't underestimate Freddie's daughter. Go check that video out. But she admitted that in that video. I'm like, Mona. But yeah, I was having fun with Mona today. But at the end of the day, Mona, I said, we don't play with death. However, Christ is the resurrected one. He says, I am the resurrection of life. Anybody that believes in me shall live, Mona. If you want to live and stop acting spiritually dead out here, I suggest Freddie's daughter come have a date with the child of the Most High God. I've been inviting you over here, Mona. You probably got me blocked, don't like me because you know the spirit in me don't like the spirit in you. But Mona, I've been speaking life, Mona. You still have the breath of life in you, Mona. God gave you that breath, Mona. And it's a shame you wasting it. That's what I said to Mona in that repass service. So then Sydney, I couldn't get the food. We had food, we had drinks, we had it all laid out, right? And I couldn't get the slideshow to play. So I had to do a third video showing you how we had it laid out. And then that video is called The Rebirth. Mona, you can live if you want to. You ain't gotta be out here playing these games. So it goes on to say, Lady Nika, ReligionWinked, I got close to 10K. I'm no pro, but if I can ever assist you in any way with your channel, feel free to call on me. I definitely do not mind at all. Lady Nika, I'll take you up on that offer. I really will. And like I said, Lady Nika, I got about 7,700 watch time hours. I have 66,000 views. So people are coming. I just got to get them to stay. But I believe Shelly is the reason why I haven't, and I ain't blaming nobody, but when people don't mess with her, that hinders you. You know, I'm not going to sit here and blame anybody because whether it's Shelly or not, if people want to be here, they grown enough and have a mind of their own to stay. So I'm not going to blame nobody why they're here. But you got content creators that say, oh, if I don't mess with her, you better not go over there. And that happens a lot. So I appreciate that, yo. I'm the same. It's just when I get in that Bible and start to teach and I kind of zone out and just want people to get the message. But on a one-to-one, like the 6 people right here, please give me a thumbs up. I'm cool as hell. Exactly crazy. A lot of arming people came from Facebook. Absolutely. When he did that damn video on Wiley Family. I told you I be having little jokes, not insulting jokes, but that's where they came from. He had a big following then, and he just been building. Absolutely. Hard work pays off. Lady Mika, we the best. We are. I love you guys. Thank you. Exactly crazy, Lady Mika said. Lady Mika said exactly again. Mona claimed her uncle was on induced life support. That's not possible. Listen, when Tracy, you gotta go watch Tracy. When Tracy read that part, right, she rolled her eyes up to the left like this lady lost her damn mind over here lying. Thank you for the thumbs up, Cindy. She is over here lying, lying, lying. And then her cousin in the hospital. Tracy like, Mona, I can't take no more of this, Mona. Mona, please, you know Tracy. And then by the end of the whole text, Mona's like, Tracy, I just need a break. She's like, fall back. She said, when me and my family get better, and I said in the little video, I said, see, denial is what got us sick out here. When people start to start denying that they have a problem, that's the biggest problem. So when she admitted when her and her family get better, yeah, she admitted she need help and she has a problem. Absolutely. So we was just doing it, trying to shine some light on Mona, show her some love. But it was funny as hell, wasn't it, Sydney? It was funny. Not to play with death, but Christ is the resurrector. If you want to put death before me, I'm gonna put life before you. Like who gonna win? Death or life? Like we know. She played with death too much, so I just had to get that out my system and let her know she's kind of morbid. Sydney says, I will put Mona and Eligio Bishop together. I didn't see the last video, but I'm going to watch it after this live. Brother Jay Wilson, yeah, I was in the first one, went pretty good. So I said, now Pastor Jay Wilson going to come in and do the prayer. And all he came in and said was, do Jesus. But God, I said, hell, if he would have said, do Jesus and but God when he went to sit with Mona Symone and Heidi Cat, because that's what he called Heidi Fly, Heidi Cat, maybe she'd still be amongst us today, living. I said, Brother Jay, why you ain't speak no life into that lady? You was in her presence, Brother Jay. You ain't know she was going to come back, Brother Jay. Oh, he's not the prophetess, Fabe is. Bobby ain't know she was gonna come April 4th and 1st and do that crazy shit. Let me see. Oh, Lady Nika, okay. I will get your email and I will email you later. Okay, yes, ma'am. The whole Mona thing, read like a bad reality TV script. I'll leave all that alone. Yes, ma'am. Only thing is, Miss Nika, it's like, you could tell it's a lost soul. You could tell Mona over there, you know, and it's not everybody fight. It's just I be trying to make videos like supportive videos. And I tell Mona, I said, Mona, in order for the spirit to live, your flesh have to die. You know, that's real. Christ's flesh had to die. He had to die, right? On the cross, put him in the ground. 3 days later, allegedly, he rose, right? So our flesh have to die in order for it to rise. And Mona don't want to crucify that flesh she living in, because it done taught her how to lie. It done taught her how to manipulate. It taught her how to come on here and trick people that she got degrees and money and clout and cars, only to her to end up faking her own suicide to put up a damn GoFundMe to get more damn money. And then in the same video, yo, where she said she could cook crack cocaine and teach you the Pythagorean theorem, she said her rent is due on the 1st, by the 3rd, and her mortgage is due on the 8th. I said, well, goddamn. I said, you know what, Lord, I gotta do something. I made a video and pointed that shit out. Like, this lady straight lying over there. Mona is, she said her rent due on the 1st, due by the 3rd, and her mortgage due on the 8th. Now, that's a bad bitch over there. Mona is bad, y'all. All right. Mona always trying to keep her name out. In life or death, crazy. And that's why I didn't do a video on that whole suicidal thing. You cannot, no, discernment. You is not going to fool me, Satan. Have me out here defending death and you ain't dead. Oh, hell no. We don't play like that over here. You absolutely right. In life or in death, she going to find a way for them to praise her. I said, oh, they can't see it. They are being so deceived. You're absolutely right. They said she was over there asleep. Erica Key got a video or something. They definitely said she was nodding. Oh, God. Yep. And see, my thing is, what a waste. You know what I'm saying? If anybody could shine any light on that lady, she seems to be a good person when she ain't doing all this F stuff to get cash app and, you know, the wheelchairs. I'm on disability, not on disability. I rent, I got a mortgage, da da da. She can't keep up with the story she's telling. On Mondays, y'all, I do mental health. We did since March 4th, every Monday, somewhere in the afternoon, early evening. We did ADHD. We did bipolar, anxiety, borderline personality disorder. We did depression. Matter of fact, depression, the day she did the suicide thing, we was over here teaching depression. And right after I got out of that live, I did a video specific to Mona. It's called Messy Morbid Mona or something like that. And she just, suicide, because suicide and depression go hand in hand. And I was kicking some real shit to her in that video. And then we did, that was depression the last one we did? No. I think, dissociative disorder. So hang out with us on Monday night. If not, go to the playlist, mental health playlist, and go through those. I don't know everything. I do offer a little faith. I tell you what the symptoms are, the causes, the therapy, the scientific way. You know, I get all my information from the National Alliance on Mental Health. I put the phone numbers in there. And again, part of all of mental health is you have to be a part of your recovery. And we keep putting anything that belongs to us in the hands of other people. You got to be a part of the recovery. And Mona has checked out if she go to hospital or not. They're not going to give her the drug she's seeking if she is in pain, because if she has an alleged opioid addiction, now doctors, pharmaceutical, dentists, they all can tell if somebody has an addiction, and they don't write that prescription. They don't give you that pain medication. That's why most people in pain now they go to the street to get their fix or their pain medications, such as heroin or the cocaine. But I know a lot of doctors, if they can tell somebody has an abusive pills or whatever, it's hard for them to get the prescriptions. So it would explain, like I said, content creators whose love for Cash App may be an underlying addiction. I was trying to point out to Mona in there, that may explain why when that lady did the super chat, Mona, and you like, oh, don't do that. Why did you do super chat? Me and my daughter was sitting here like, no, the hell, she did not tell that lady try to cancel her super chat and put it in Cash App. I said, Mona, stuff like that make people think, well, we adults, we don't judge people, without receipts or proof, but it makes you, question that maybe she does have a problem if she's telling people, oh, don't super chat me. The girl just super chatted you. And then her and Michelle was on the video, y'all. And Michelle said, or Mona said, I should have her canceling, huh? Mona said, I know the girl. Let me text her. Gonna text the woman, tell her try to cancel the super chat because she won't get it till next month and put it in the cash app. I said, Lord have mercy. Y'all know that happened. Not once, but twice. You're right. Mona is on a bad way. I believe she reduced to living with people now because you, her small children. Wait a minute. Say that again. You're right. Mona is in a bad way. I believe she reduced to living with people now because you're her small children. All right. I don't understand that much, but I get part of it. I saw that video. She was not enough. It was quite bad. It is. It is. It is. And what's bad, like I said, I don't want people to turn away from Mona, but if you're going to be there, like I said, Mona never came over here. She's another one that just avoided my platform altogether. But people ain't speaking life into her. They going along with the shit. Instead of saying, Mona, you foul, you wrong. Yeah, they walking away, but they're mad, they're angry, they taking shots at her. Tracy about the only one that's still like, Mona, you full of shit, Mona, 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 Mona. But still, and it's in a playful, jokeful way so she can have a, a good live or whatever. But ain't nobody speaking no truth to Mona. And I asked her, I said, when the last somebody spoke spiritually to you? Okay, so Lady Nika said, I saw that video. Okay, yeah, it is bad. When are you going to do schizophrenia? That comes up in, I think, like 3 or 4, because I had 12 mental health disorders. I think schizo, and it's like 2 forms of schizophrenia. Those are the last 2, like in about maybe a week or 2, they come up. But yeah, check out the playlist. And every Monday, kind of breeze by here, but we doing schizophrenia. It's like it's the second and the last one that we have to do. So exactly, Sydney says we have had folks crying for payments. Absolutely, they will. A lot of people have gotten addicted to prescription pain meds and now can't get it from their doctors because of the abuse allegedly in Mona's case. And then they're out in the street trying to, find replacement drugs so they could get through the pain. I could see Mona crying for meds as well. Yes, ma'am. Really, I only saw one. Do Jesus listen? But God, I heard small children in the background more than once. Where, my house or her house? Let's see. That do Jesus always got me weak. Do Jesus. But you know what? I wish that was biblical. I wish that was in the Bible. I wish that was something that could set somebody free. But Jay Wilson have made that up just to get y'all to follow him now. It's a cute saying. That do Jesus always gets me weak. Nika, Mona took the video down just like she takes down a lot of them. But why? Why does she say the things she say? Why does she do the things she do and then hide it? Why does she do that? And I'm going to change the title to add Mona maybe in here, but we definitely got TS Madison in here. I'll add some more to the title. Oh, really? Wow. Well, I hope Mona gets the help she needs as well. That's why I said, as a woman, Lady Nika, just looking at all the circumstances, we all could turn our back on Mona. I'm not trying to be her friend. I'm not trying to buddy up with her, none of that, because we all see how Mona is. That would be not stupid of me, but if she ever came to my platform, I would say hi to her respectfully. But to just do videos, encouraging videos, to try to, just encourage her. Like, it's sad to see a 41-year-old woman. It's even more sad to see Michelle sit on the side of it. It's like, I did my part. I did a couple of videos. Life goes on. I'm not a narcissist, not obsessed with it. But she's still a woman. She's still a black woman. She still could be valuable if she get her shit together. You know what I'm saying? The way she have an influence, as fucked up as she is, imagine if you get that brain and that heart and that spirit in the right place. But we don't think about things like that. Hey. Okay, but we don't think about things like that, right? But that's the perspective I come from. That's why I say my fight, I would never like pick sides. I never get mad at people, hate people, because God is always trying to look for people. One, He can help set their soul free and come on over into the kingdom. Not necessarily my platform. The kingdom is big, the kingdom of heaven. I mean, there's a lot of platforms out here speaking the word of God and encouraging people. But it's just sad to see her, all the friends she had, all the following she had, everybody just F you, Mona. And the ones that did stay is still following and not being a leader with her. She needs a leader in her life to kind of gear her and get her back on track. Okay, so at Mona's house, yeah, because I have my grandkids. Hey, Shell Black, how are you? But they out at a birthday party right now. I be hearing a little bit of kids in the background, children. Now she said she had three sons. I don't know if she has a daughter, but somebody said her daughter just got doxxed. One of her pictures from Facebook got released or something, but it's on Facebook, so I mean, that's public, right? Hey, Shell Black, welcome, welcome. Because she's high at the time and she thinks she can pull it off. That's why she puts those videos out. Mona's only looking for people to cash app her. And you know what? And it's sad because now she may have burnt bridges for people on these YouTube streets like that not needed. Nobody need anybody money. I thought the rules were you meet the requirements of YouTube, you get your 4,000 watch hours, your 1K, put ads on there, the views, your content is good. That's how you get your money. They abuse this Cash App and PayPal and the Super Chat and all that stuff. And now when real channels want to do something special or request someone like thanks Symone though. Be like, oh hell to the no. But she definitely put a what do you call it, a wedge, if you will, with the giving on these YouTube streets for the right reasons. So, she could be a powerful voice. Absolutely, Nika. That's my perspective of it. It's like everybody can say, man, Mona, fuck you. You ain't shit, lady. You know what I'm saying? The hell with you. But no, like, even as a child of God, as a believer, all right, I was married one time. My ex-husband cheated on me, had a baby outside our wedlock. I divorced him. But I still prayed for him because if he could do that to me, he's out there doing it to other women. And women don't need to be abused like that. So when the Bible says pray for your enemies, in a way he was my enemy, but still, we give up too much. We get hurt. So Mona ain't supposed to get prayer. We just supposed to see Mona dead. I'd rather see her living in the right mind and state of mind, like in Christ or in some kind of spirituality that can help set her free than to see her dead. So that's where I was coming from today. Mona got kids. Yeah, she says she has the three sons, and then they say that Michelle's, I don't know. It was a whole bunch of her having aliases and all kinds of stuff. They all scammers. Absolutely, Sydney. We've witnessed it. I mean, we've seen it all go down. Mona says she has a marijuana card and a concealed weapon permit. That's a lie. You can't have both. Um, that's the whole thing with Mona. See, Mona, let me tell you something about sickness. The book of James says, chapter 5, if any among you sick, bring them to the elders first of all. But it says, if you confess your faults one to another, you may be healed. And then it goes on to say, and your sins will be forgiven you. Sin and sickness go hand in hand, especially if you wasn't born from birth. Look at Mona Symone. And she don't have enough sense to ask God to heal her. So that's why I stay spiritual and try to learn the things of God to apply it to everyday life. Because there's a way out for Mona, but she's not hearing the right voice. I mean, honestly, there's verses like I am healed by his stripes. Um, he was bruised for my iniquities, wounded for my transgressions. He bore the chastisement of my peace. and by his stripes I'm healed. See, Mona will never meditate on the word of God, and it'll never make her prosperous, so she'll never receive that healing that she out here cash apping for, and that the church tell you if you sold 99.99, you're gonna receive your healing in 3 days. It ain't happening. Once you start to get rid of some of the sin, the lying, the backbiting, the hating, the envies, the strifes, and all, all what the Bible says the works of the flesh is, she'll start to overcome. It's like a hypochondriac. 1 minute it's her brain got water on it. 1 minute it's her leg is numb. The next minute she on a walker or a wheelchair. The next minute, oh no, she never did get the wheelchair. Um, but it's like if you got $8,000 from Milan and got 2,500 from Jade and Nerd, you probably needed a wheelchair then. Why you didn't get a wheelchair? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, she got issues. She really do. Crazy. Mona says she has me. Oh, I read that. If someone wants to bless you by donations, they will, but you don't ask. But you don't ask all the time. I remember when it was no super chats and you had to bring good content. And that's why I got out of that. I am a creator, Lady Nika. You know that James Cox. I went over there. I was staying up for nights. Asked my daughter. If I went into that live chat and somebody came over here and subbed to me, I will go to their channel. I'm being very honest. Watch their video, sub to them. The next day, 30, 40 people was gone. I said, oh, hell, I'm not doing this. Is not, I'm going to try to make the best content. My content is God. I'm going to try to wing it the best way I can. But I absolutely agree. You have to just make good content. And then I noticed on YouTube, you can have good content. But if people don't like you because so-and-so don't like you, that affects you too. But definitely good content is the way to go. I agree, Lady Nico. Thank you for the 9 people watching. Please give me thumbs up, y'all. Please share this video. We'll end it at 8 o'clock. I don't want it to go much longer, but this was a great live. Thank you. Let's see. So it says crazy. Mona claims all her kids are in college, but then claims people contacted her son from YouTube and said they are from YouTube. Yeah, and one of her sons was making a post the day she was allegedly committing suicide, and I thought that was kind of strange as well. But you're absolutely right. I've seen that going around. Nobody. Oh, the chat went out. Hold on. It says nobody knows who her kids are. I heard one video. I didn't know we was gonna get into Mona, and I could go back and do the research and find all this out. But somebody said Mona said her mother was a famous woman, because people say, oh, she's always talking about Freddie. And I was being funny in that repass thing today. I said, that's her problem. She running around here talking about she Freddie daughter, but she better act like she know God in heaven. You know what I'm saying? But they said she said her mother was famous and the woman didn't know Mona, or Mona was going around saying that. But sometimes when our moms are not in our lives, or when we're not raised by women, sometimes we may turn out a little bit like Mona Symone. Because obviously, I said in that video, I was being funny, y'all. I said, hell, Mona. I said, will the real family of Mona Symone please get your ass up in here? Because right now, it only looked like Michelle. Ain't nobody see Freddie but in that April Walker video where he kissed her when she came home from the hospital. Lord have mercy, that had me cracking up. I said, April is a mess. Ain't nobody seen Freddie. That's the only time we see Freddie on these YouTube streets is in April Walker video. Not as April. April Walker is the pink, right? The pink icon, little light-skinned lady. She had me cracking up. I said, ain't nobody seen Mona Dad. And that's her problem. Mona believed, God says, he so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. If anybody should believe in him, they shall not perish but have everlasting life. Mona believe in Freddie, and she don't have everlasting life right now. That's just the way I look at it. Honor your mother and your father, and it will go well with you. Your days will be lengthened. She honor her dad, but it's like we don't know nothing about her mom. So it goes on to say, um, Mona claims every illness her followers have. That's why, yes, it's like she mimicked them. She got this divination spirit. If somebody got a headache, I got a headache. Somebody got a bad back, I got a bad back. Somebody need a wheelchair, I need two wheelchairs. I'm like, lady, if you don't stop, that's a sickness in and of itself. She's touched over there. I think Freddie was a pimp. Hey, Natalia, welcome. Hey, Lady Nika, how are you? I'm a fan of yours. Welcome, welcome. Hey, if this is your first time here, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1K. And these are all good friends of mine. They come over, they support me. They're helping my channel grow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Natalia. She said, hi, Lady Nika. Sydney says, Freddie is a pimp. Honey, that's what I said. I don't know who Freddie is or what Freddie is. I said, hell. I said, well, when in the rebirth, I said, you know what? I said, this is Sage the Brain, Tiffany Davis, Gun, Goins, any other aliases, Freddie's daughter you could think of. I could, this woman got so many different aliases and names. I don't know Mona had kids. Now I remember somebody said her mom was famous. Right, Lady Nika. I heard, like, when I be listening to stuff, it's not always meant like I'm going to do a Mona Symone video, so I'm out here looking. I be going to the YouTube watch page. I click on different videos. I hear it. But it's not like, oh, I'm screenshotting everything or whatever. And I just didn't bother screenshotting it. And if I did, I didn't know we was going to talk about it. But definitely I heard that as well. Somebody said that Mona said her mother was famous. Shell Black. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Lady Nika. I can't recall the name, though. Lady Nika, let me think. It was, oh, my God. Nisa Symone. I'll have to think, and I'll come over. If I could find it, I'll get back in touch with you. I'll email it to you. Absolutely. But you heard the same thing I heard. I can't remember the name, but they was like, Mona said her mother was famous, and the lady didn't know her. Shell Black. I do believe she has kids. When she allegedly died, I did some Facebook research. The daughter looks just like her. All right, now they did say the daughter was just doxxed too over on Facebook. So there may be some truth to that, Shell Black. Absolutely. Absolutely. There may be some truth to it. Yep. It's like, how do you have kids and you want to protect your kids, but then you want to call CPS and the police on Rita and her children, but now people are coming after your children. It's like, oh my God, let me protect my babies. It takes a village to raise a child. Ain't none of us perfect, Mona. Regardless of what I think Rita doing over there, Mona, look what you doing. You setting a bad example for your children as well. That's why she take them videos down, because she look a damn fool in front of her kids. If they old enough to watch YouTube, that you know, it's like how whose sin is greater? The lady over there smoking a little weed on camera in front of her kids. Mona is out here cash apping, lying about her sickness, addicted to opioids and drugs allegedly, pimping everybody, pimping Freddie, pimping Michelle, pimping her followers. It's just like, and your kids may be grown, but still. And now you want to cry wolf and protect your kids because somebody doxed your daughter picture. Like the hypocrisy of it all, y'all. Natalia, I like that the positive chat. It seems you are a positive person and don't change who you are, sweetie. Natalia, thank you. God bless you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Lady Nika, Natalia, she's shouting you out with a heart. Thank you, guys. And you know what? This is the way I've been praying for my live chats to go. You don't need 500, 600 people. You need some level-headed, sound-minded, of the same spirit kind of people to have these kind of conversations. And I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Miss Lala in the house. Hey. All right, that's not cool to dox her children. It's sad. Kids have to be collateral damage in this. Oh, you know what, Shell Black? Absolutely. And like, okay, when it comes to the children, I've seen it where collateral damage, yes. I've seen where moms have used their kids for payola, for sympathy. I've seen where they use the children's sicknesses and disabilities to an extent. So yeah, I've seen where kids got drug in to the mess, and then I've seen where people would be clapping at another content creator with their children in their hands sitting on their lap, and then when the kids get caught in the crossfire, it's oh my god, my kids. I do not like that. Like, protect your kids, man. Yes, Miss Lila, that's her so-called mama name. Miss, whoa. Nina Simone, that's it. Yes, that's it. Guys, that's it, Lady Nika and Lala. Yes. I know she's not trying. Yes, that's it. That's the name I heard. I was like, nay, Nina. Didn't I just say that, guys? I just said the N word, something, Simone. I said, Lady Nika, I will look it up for you. That's it. She was going around saying her mother was Nina Simone, Miss Lala. Yes, she did. I don't bother Mona. That lady going through something. Now, whether it's self-induced, I don't know, but I just leave her alone and pray she figure it all out. Absolutely. That's true, Lady Nika. Yes, Miss Lala. That's her name. That's it, Lala. God is so good. Thank you for coming through, girl. That's it. Who, now can I ask y'all, who is Nina Simone? Who, hey, hi, Lala. Crazy says Michelle is down with everything she's doing as long as Mona is bringing that money in. Michelle is a house nigga like Stedman is to damn Oprah. Let me just say a house stud nigga. Let me leave Michelle alone. But honey, Michelle is a house nigga. Let's just keep it real. Mona knows she using Michelle. And hey, Nuri, hey, sis, welcome. She know Michelle is a go-to girl. Let Lala, you all know that's a lie. Lala, if it's about Nina Simone being her mother, I gotta Google a picture of her. I gotta look, do some history. But that is the lady, right, Nika? That is the lady, Lala. Oh my God. Religion Week. It was Nina Simone. That's who said, that's who she said it was. Her mom name. Yes, yep, that's the same name. I heard that years ago on Facebook. And I clicked on somebody's video. Oh my God. I would be able to like backtrack myself. I know I can't remember who video, but I will be able to find it on YouTube again. But I forget which YouTube content creator was just saying that. Oh my God, was it? It wasn't. I can't remember, but I heard that on YouTube. Lala, Lala, Lady Nika said, "Hey, with a heart." There's a documentary on Netflix. Mona is not on there. Oh, and we got Netflix. I'm gonna tell my daughter pull it up when she come in the house. Sydney, a singer. Oh, okay. Nina Simone. I kind of got a vivid imagination. Old time. Okay, Nuri. Hey, honey. Everybody say hi to Nuri. Yo, yesterday, Nuri and I, we had Drive Through Friday, right? Nuri, Nina, naturally, we was all over here playing. It's like Drive Through Friday. It was like a movie night tease. I gave you the information and commentary on the actor, gave you the names of the movies, and you had to guess the actor. That was so fun yesterday. Lala. She is one of the best jazz singers, okay, and civil rights activists. Oh man. Y'all go check out dissociative disorder. Man, when I say everything we've been doing on mental health, and when I did that video to Mona about depression and suicide, it was like, you know what? Everything we've been talking about on this channel, you could see it in the ADHD, the anxiety, the depression, bipolar, borderline personality disorder. We did depression. We did dissociative disorder. We I can see it. In each order, each disorder tells you you could have one or more of them as well. Nina is not her mother. I believe it. We all gonna agree on that one, Miss Lala. I believe that. Remember the song Summertime? Yes, Shell Black. Okay, yeah. It's coming back to me. Nuri, jazz singer. Oh, Nuri, you know that's why you like music. Nuri's like, we want to do it with music. We're gonna have one maybe tomorrow where I put some music or titles or get information about the singer and some of the songs they sing, and then you have to guess. Sydney, hey Nuri. Sydney said, hey. 13 people, please give me thumbs up, y'all. Nuri, trivia, absolutely. We had so much fun, y'all. Lady Nika, hey Nuri, Sydney. Watch Frankie and Alice as well. I sure will. I'm writing this down. And guys, if there's anything you ever want to talk about, whatever, let me know, you know? Nuri, hey Sydney, Miss Lala. That's a good movie, Sydney. I'm gonna watch that. All right, guys. It looked like I catch up with all the comments and everything. This it's been pretty good, guys. Please give me the thumbs up. So I'm gonna add Mona into the topic a little bit because the second half of this live stream definitely went towards Mona. So TS Madison was doxxed by the promoter, the alleged janky promoter, Ms. Parker. And I asked the question, was she responsible for this whole, bad situation that happened? And we all kind of formed the opinion that the only thing T.S. Madison pretty much done thus far, the way she reacted when they accused her of doing cocaine, that was a horrible, response. Just doing bad business with Miss Parker, the promoter. She, was a bad choice for her. It came back to bite her in the butt. And pretty much, what else did we say? I think those are it. The way she handled this last video, Miss Parker put her phone number on YouTube, I believe. So T.S. Madison did a video a text asking her to remove it. And she pretty much told her, won't you change your number? TS was like, take my number down because people are looking at my number. She was like, don't you want people to call you? So she's like poking the bear and picking at T.S. Madison. And that's pretty much what this live stream was all about. I love that movie, Lala. Sydney says at Nuri. Lady Nika, this was a great live stream. Thank you for being a part of it, Lady Nika. Lady Nika, I do have your bell hit. I appreciate you coming over here, reaching out to me. I will come to your live chats because I know I'm welcome there. You know I'm not drama. You know I'm not trouble. I don't, go to anybody's house carrying bones, and I sure don't want to bring any home. But I appreciate you inviting me over onto your platform and accepting Religion Link TV. That means a lot to me. Now, Geo, that's what I said. We could do a whole video on TS. We could do a whole video on Miss Parker, one on BS, because she's a part of it. Geo, he need his own video because he, behind the scenes, away from that bad experience the night that happened, him and this Miss Parker lady got a whole lot more going on. He was in Olivia Oracle's live chat. He called Jay Wilson. So it's something with this Geo out here windmilling like he is. Nuri, wow, the same thing Geo done to Michelle. Absolutely. How it all kind of got started. A lot of people don't know that they had put Michelle information out last year. That's why she was going kind of hard. But it was Geo who did it. It wasn't T.S. Madison, but they roll as a team. So she went at Maddie and took her revenge out on Maddie because Geo don't have no following. Geo doesn't have a career. The only career he has is in the shadows of Maddie. So I see, yeah, that's where that came from. Exactly at Nuri. Lady Nika, karma has no respect of persons nor time. You reap what you sow. Absolutely. And God is no respecter of persons either, Lady Nika. That is a true statement. See, we say the same things It's just we say it differently, but it has the same meaning. Absolutely. How the tables turn. And I was going to do a video called As the YouTube Turns, like As the World Turns. Because your friends one day today, your enemies tomorrow, and then all this stuff coming out about Geo behind the scenes from this one event. So you can imagine what life is when the camera is turned off. Right, Natalia, Madison have to deal with messiness while her family is dealing with death. And she said that in this video. That lady kept calling her and calling her. I played part of the video. She was at a funeral. Where is the respect at in our community, period? But when come on. Is it that much? Like, remember, we talking about a Miss Parker who VS pointed out only had 21 subscribers like the day before yesterday. Now she's up to 300. But in the process of getting there, you harassing Maddie at a funeral. Where's the morality at? Like, I don't get that. You're always welcome on my platform. Thank you, my love. Wait a minute. I can't give I could text from this one, but I can't put hearts and stuff. I don't know why. Thank you so much. And it says, Miss Nuri, now they crying. Karma is a blip blip. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, regardless of how this pimple popped and how it burst, it's out here now and everybody making commentary off of it. That's what, the Bible says. Your sins will find you out. I mean, I'm still trying to figure it out, but what you do wrong is going to come back to tell on you. Sydney, Geo Nexus fixes teeth. Braces, please. I didn't never look in his face like that, but I know he's like the manager. I remember one time they was on the road and I seen him in a car. But he is out here windmilling hard, and we came to the conclusion it may be damage control. It may be he trying to get ahead of something before something else comes out. Miss Parker is almost at 1K. Really? Good for her. Wow, good for her. Good for her. Now, she is very talented, people. Don't take nothing away from her. Even though the beef is helping her escalate, she's a rapper. I believe she sells real estate. She has her promoting business. She said she paid Maddie $7,000. She was charging $200 for some tickets, $300 for couches. So this woman has, some backing. It won't last, Sydney. She built off wrong. Absolutely, Nika. The way you get it is the way you gotta keep it. And I seen the little baby sitting on her lap in her last video. She gonna be on here windmilling with her kids in her hand, and somebody gonna tell her kid to Tracy gonna tell Nicole Tyler to go molest somebody's child. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what does that have to do with Tracy and them fighting? But when they see Miss Parker child on the camera, she out here windmilling with TS Madison and whoever, they gonna see your child and the baby gonna get caught in the crossfire. Why is she on here? Put the baby to the side. Do sweat till the baby go to sleep. Don't put the baby in view. If you clapping at somebody with the baby in your hands, these people crazy on these YouTube streets. They gonna clap back at you and the baby, or you with the baby in your hand. And she's setting herself up already. She's coming at it wrong. Sydney said exactly, Lady Nika. Exactly. Lady Nika, she's getting the subs off a mess. She is. She is. You know what? And that's why, guys, it's important. You want to get to where you want to get to. But please be mindful, sober, and vigilant that you do not want to carry this negativity with you the life of your YouTube career. I mean, we've seen so many. Mona Symone came in on beef, and beef is what caused her to fake her suicide on April 1st. The beef is killing her. She begging Tracy for reprieve. She begging Tracy. I'm telling you, every time they put a post in their community feed, whatever, they going back head to head. She texts Tracy, I need a reprieve. I need you to call off your dogs. I need you to stop doing videos that post that because it's sending hate my way, Tracy. My uncle in ICU, my cousin in the hospital. Tracy, please. Over there crying out for help because she can't keep up with it no more. Lori, hey, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody say hey to Lori. Hi. Welcome, Lady Mika. Being messy is exhausting. She best stay messy or those views will falter. And that's what happened. Because remember, people go into her channel to hear her drag 7 stars and Tasha K just say, right? Then when she talked the religion or when she talked psychology or whatever, she lose the crowd. They're not there for that. You're absolutely right. QI is back in the house. Hey, facts that Lady Nika. Negativity. QI it is. That's why, like, I watch it from a distance. I sit back, but to get in the live chats and be trying to type in this one, type in that one, type in this one, that's too much. And then everybody don't carry the same energy as you and or as me or as a Lady Nika or as a Sydney or as people in the chat, Lori. And you like, what the hell am I doing tired? All I was doing was just sitting here listening to the video and damn it, I'd be like ready to be like, turn it off, please. No, but you're absolutely right. And it's hurting a lot of people. I'm crazy. She better hope they don't call CPS on her. You know, and that's another thing. She don't know what she's setting herself up for. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. Let me get something to drink. She definitely don't know exactly. Like the beef is cool. You putting out videos. It's ha ha kiki. I got receipts. But at the end of the day, people are building up receipts on her as we speak. Probably. You're absolutely right. So if Nori says, hey, Lori. Oh, come on. Okay, Nori says, hey, Lori. Hey, Lori. Lori says, hey, Lady Nika, beautiful with a heart. QI, it's not worth it. It's not. It's really not. And I'm not doing the talking. I'm not doing the windmilling. But sometimes when I go to bed, I say, damn, it was a long day on these YouTube streets. Anybody feel like that sometimes? Like, wow, it just took the wind out of me. So it's crazy says Tracy ain't got nothing to do with people seeing Mona for who she is. It is we saw it before she faked her death. Remember, they was on the phone together. Tracy knew about it and then said she retracted her statement because people felt bad or whatever. But they had that conversation, and I told Tracy like just a little message in one of my videos. When you're dealing with somebody like Mona Symone, you can't plant that seed in their head because now Mona will be like, "Well, Tracy told me to do it." No, of course, Mona is the last say. So Tracy even said, she said, "I'm not gonna do it." After she said yeah, and then she said no. She said, "Why don't you have Michelle do it?" Now that's like the bed bug in the bed biting another bed bug. I don't know. That's like the blind leading the blind for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a break. So Tracy had a lot to do with it. Reshawn Furnace, hey, how are you? Welcome. All right, let me go back up some. I don't want to lose spot here. Okay, so I read crazy. Lady Nika Nuri says hi. Nuri Lady Nika says hi. Lori, it's draining. I have to take breaks from YouTube. Absolutely. Stay prayed up and all of that. And it's just refreshing not to hear some of the like, okay. Rishan, hi. If this is your first time, please support this channel. Hey, Miss Nika, you got a fan in the house. Lady Nika, hey. Natalia, I work in the entertainment business, and as a promoter, you are responsible for the event you are throwing, and anyone who sits back and don't see the messiness is crazy. Let me tell you something. Go over to Canary Cheese on YouTube, VEVO. That's my son. He's a rapper. He got like 6 or 7 mixed CDs out, and I studied entertainment business because before I got on YouTube, I was going to do a little promoting from my house. I was like, hell, there's always ways to make money. I was going to start renting events for my son to go perform at locally so we could get the taste of it, because he's traveled with the likes of DJ Watt, Soldier Boy, and a few more people in the industry. He went and opened up for them. So I know, okay, let's do the diagram. Put the promoter at the top. Now, then you have the venue down on the bottom, and you have the act or the entertainment. That would be the singer, the dancer, in Maddie's case, the performers of comedy. The promoter's job is to match the entertainment with the venue, right? It's the promoter's job. If the promoter is throwing a function, the promoter pays the entertainer. The venue don't pay the entertainer, right? And then the venue, the promoter also has to work out a deal with the venue. I'll pay you XYZ, and then you take care of everything else, like that. Or sometimes I know they say, well, you get the bar, I'll get the door. We all had parties and rented out spaces and things like that. So we really don't know what kind of deal. We know Maddie got paid 7,000. But what kind of deal did she have? Did she just outright pay the venue, and then they were responsible for the security, like Maddie said, the food, the drinks, and all of that stuff? Or, because that's how I would have did it. So that might be a missing key link right there. But you are absolutely right, Natalia. We gotta see the craziness for what it is. That's why I kind of did the video. Maddie really didn't do anything wrong. Maddie was hired. She did her job. Nobody complained about Maddie doing her job, like, for what it is. And she got her money and she left. Now, the promoter is the one charging the prices for the tickets. The promoter is telling you what time, or matter of fact, made the flyer. Who made the flyer? Was it the promoter or was it the venue? We know it wasn't Maddie. So whoever made the flyer, they put on there 8 o'clock or whatever time it was supposed to start. Now, again, between the promoter and the venue, is the venue got paid all this money, so the promoter is released from that. Now, the venue got to figure out if it's going to get enough chicken, if it's going to have all the bottles ready, or is it the promoter who says you get a bottle with this ticket? See, now, if the promoter promoted that, she's responsible for the bottle, right? But the food and the chicken and stuff, I think that was on the venue, and I think they didn't just order enough. Or like Via said, it was a bunch of big women that came on a church van and they ate the chicken up before everybody else got in there. I mean, but for what it is, I just was asking a question in this video with the title, was Maddie responsible for anything that went down that night? And we kind of came to a conclusion that she wasn't. But you are absolutely right. It's the promoter. The promoter, you absolutely. It's not the entertainment that has to worry about paying people back. And hi, boo, heavy shine. Lady Nika says, Lori, I'm on a break now. All right. The state of our Black community and families is destructional because we don't have no foundation. Remember, the greatest vanity in the world, QI, is to try to be happy apart from God. And you see a lot of unhappy people. This is unhappiness. People are unhappy. Their expectations are so high from other people that when they let you down, or you don't get the experience you thought you were going to get, or people don't respect you the way they think they were going to respect you, feelings get hurt easily. QI are destroying us. You're absolutely right, Mika. Everybody plus thumbs up this live. It helps ReligionWinked in the algorithm. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, Lady Nika Sensahai says, critical thinking. Hey, Sensahai. What's up, family? Hey, everybody. Lady Nika, a sense gave you, Lady Nika, a sense. Lady Nika gave you some love with a heart, Natalia. Madison and Funky were the act, not the event owners. Absolutely, I agree, Natalia. So I don't understand the issue. She was hired as the act, right? And the act is only supposed to show up, get paid, do the job, and go. You're absolutely right. That is right, Natalia. Me and Nuri, we agree with that. Lori, the promoter is the only one wrong in this situation. Yep. That's why I want to go off and do another live like in an hour just on the promoter and let's see how wrong she is because we see the post and everything she's doing. We see the betrayal. First it was toward VS, now it's toward Maddie, now it's toward Geo, now it's toward whoever else. And she just finds it's a way to throw her business on YouTube to come up a little something. But Maddie definitely says she's messy. Let's see, Lady Nika. The only thing Maddie was wrong was how she responded with the emotion and not logic. That's what we said earlier. Absolutely, Lady Nika. Exactly, Lori. Natalia says. Miss Lala says, "Hey QI with much love." QI, hey Miss Lala 90302. Hey. And Lori says, "Hey QI." So to the 12 people watching, please thumbs up this video, guys. I may come back. I may just do, I'm going to add Mona Symone here because we did talk about her for, a pretty lengthy time. I'm going to leave the rest of the title like it is, just add Mona in there somehow. But I want to come back. I watched some of her videos and I heard some of the things this lady says. And again, if you talk about each player involved individually, you could kind of dissect who's at fault, where it's coming from, stop pointing the finger, making excuses, blaming. And that's the way I like to approach things. Because if we'd have talked about TS, VS, GO, ATL, and we'd have had all kind of comments in the chat, and we really kept it to Maddie. We got into Mona, but respectfully, we was able to go back and forth between the two. The trickle down effect, absolutely. Kia says, "Hey, Miss Nori B." Lori, definitely like the ripple effect. Yep, you throw that little rock in the water and it skip, but that little rock stop, but the water keep rippling and rippling and rippling and rippling. Maddie shouldn't have responded at all and let her manager handle it. Now, who the CEO or the manager? the CEO or the manager? No. You're right. You know what? Even if Maddie came out and responded, what she did today was so much more classier and effective than how she responded. Like I said, they can accuse us of 101 things. If we know we're not doing it, some people don't even give it a time of day. You can say what the hell you want to say about me. But the way she came out, that just kind of set the tone for Maddie to look like, oh, she's wrong and did something wrong. What is she defending? Oh, and it was like, oh, maybe she is on cocaine. Maybe she's not. Like, no. As far as the event, I'm not here to judge nobody's personal life. Was trying to make sense of what did she do wrong. Now we can go to Miss Parker. What did Miss Parker do wrong? Because if she felt this way about Maddie, she should have said something that night. She showed a video today where Funky Dineva was like, "Ooh, you should do this and bitch and this and that." She felt he was dissing her. He dissed you that night, but you didn't come to YouTube, put up no videos and running around here like you doing now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like let's talk about it. Nika, I agree. Oh, yep, I agree, Lori. But he too must approach with logic. Absolutely, because the way Gio is running around here, before this happened, you never seen Gio call nobody live. So why wait till stuff happen, then you jumping in people live trying to rectify the situation? That just baffles me. I be marveling at that. Like, is you serious? Okay. Now see if Gio, Maddie was calling it, because Maddie called in the Duchess Kelly live the other night too. If they was calling into people lives, not on a regular basis, kind of like what Tasha K did when she called in the VS and then it all went left. Like, if these people were really calling in, like, and just touching base or getting in the comments saying hi, then you could believe it. But it's like, what's going on? Maddie's calling VS show. Maddie's calling Duchess, Geo's and Olivia. Then he called Jay Wilson. I'm like, you know what? So they out here trying to, make the best of it, I guess. Parker's spilling all the tea. She is, Nori. I swear I want to come back and just do a video on her. I mean, it's content, it's commentary. I'm not stuck on these people. I don't have no reason to be mad at Maddie and make 101 videos. I just wanted people to really start to look at, we got a mess. It's a mess. Everybody's being messy. What did this person do? What did this person do? How, what, and then you find out how it all got started, who started it, where it's coming from. And I mean, because people reputations, it just looks bad for all of us as a community, but it just looks bad. People work hard to get to where they are. All of us on YouTube, no matter where we are, we put the struggle in, we put the time in, we took the abuse, we took the negative energy, we took the positive, we took it all to be here. And it's like QI said earlier, people just keep fighting to keep the drama going. So we got Lady Mika. From a non-business aspect, I get why they were upset. I do as well. Cause it's bullshit. It's betrayal. People being backstabbed and just petty shit, acting like children. I get it. And sometimes you get fed up and you just want to like let loose. I get it. Absolutely. I do understand. And then the approach. Like I said, if Miss Parker had a problem with Geo, why they had to become public? You had their information. Obviously, you were talking to Geo behind the scenes anyway. But when you get an audience, that's when you get that braveness come out of you. That's when people get that battery in their pack. Uh-huh. Absolutely. Lori says no one should have responded until emotions were under control. Emotions were too high, which led to it going left. I agree. I definitely agree. You know what, Lori? I'm always going back to the Bible. Be angry, but sin not. It's okay to be angry. Hell, y'all might come over here and I'll be angry one day. Just don't let the sun go down on my wrath and let not my heart be troubled. That's biblical. That's the difference between people getting mad. God got mad. I get mad. But I know enough not to go to bed mad because it's going to fester in me. I'm going to wake up. First thing I'm going to want to do, get up and read somebody to life, argue with somebody, drag somebody in my beef. Absolutely. So it's a difference. Like, I'm not pushing religion or relationship with God on nobody. I'm just sharing my personal testimony as I go along. I get upset. God can anger kindles in that Bible. But he said, don't sin. These people are angry and they out here sinning. And they letting the sun go down on their wrath. Their heart is becoming trouble. They wake up in the morning and the first thing they can do before they brush their teeth, wash their face, take a shower, pray, eat breakfast, turn on the camera. Here we go, y'all. And it's the repetitive cycle. Crazy. Miss Parker spilling tea or making up lies. One. You know what? Some of her that video with Funky Dineva is believable. Some of the stuff she over there, cause she do got everything. I don't know. The one thing I know she ain't making up is that receipt she gave to ATL and Michelle Brown about going over there working with her. No, exposing TS Madison. That's what it was. She reached out to ATL and Michelle Brown first and said we gotta spill this tea. So even before like BS came on the scene and was interviewing her, this lady was already looking for an outlet to expose TS Madison and them. And that's what Tia said in that video. If you guys watch it or watch the replay, she said that if she had known she went to Michelle ATL and Brown, it would have went down a little differently. But she did that behind T.S. Madison back, and T.S. did not know about it. But yeah, she was looking for, and it's weird because Michelle is in ATL, is in Atlanta. Miss Parker is in VA somewhere. So how would Miss Parker know to reach out to ATL and Brown? That's a good question. That's something maybe we could kind of keep our eye up open for. Well, she's on YouTube, right? So she probably is aware of her, but she definitely reached out to ATLian first, trying to out TS Madison. Facts that Lori Nika said. Parker doing both and the most. She is, Nori. She is. She is. She is. I mean, her attitude and her energy is like she just has like a raging pit bull inside of her. She likes to keep up the drama or whatever. But yeah, okay, so Lala says both of their reputations have been bruised. They could have split the cost of the ticket to make it right. Now, I wouldn't go to an event given by either one. That is absolutely right. But here's the thing. And I mean, no disrespect to BS and anybody else. You got 4 people in the club on a ticket for $213.80. Granted, I don't know if they got their drink or that bottle. I believe they eventually got the bottle that came with it. There was no food promised or nothing, nothing else promised with the ticket. So you go to the club, you hang out for 2 or 3 hours, maybe an hour or two like that. You see T.S. Madison. You got a picture with S. Hutchinson hugging Funky Dineva. I would have got up and gave him a hug too, like that. Like that's just me. I'd have been like, "Come here, I want a hug. Don't just hug S. Hutchinson, the CEO." Hell, she should have been like, "Hey, these are my friends, so and so and so." Anyway, but and you hang out. Like, how much more of a refund? And then S. Hutchinson did put $50 in the GoFundMe. So how, like, really, realistically, how much of a refund? If I mean, we all are saying it. If you go to McDonald's and you start eating half of the meal and it's cold, and then you go back to McDonald's and say, well, the meal was cold, what do you really want them to do after you ate half of the meal? So we got to be realistic here when it comes to any refund. And again, T.S. Madison didn't put on the production. She didn't charge anything for anybody to get in. She didn't have the contract with the patrons. That was the promoter who put on the event and charged the patrons their fee. So, like T.S. Madison was saying, and a lot of people are saying, it would, if any refund would go down, the promoter is the one that had the money and was paying the act and paying the venue. So the promoter is the one that will have the obligation of paying any money back. That's just how I see it. And again, you won't go to Red Lobster, eat up all they lobster, they good garlic biscuits, and drink up all they soda, and then be like, no, I found a piece of hair in my food. That just doesn't, and then expect them, which some places will just give you a full refund because customer satisfaction is good. But again, we got to take this all into consideration. It's T.S. Madison. She puts on a lot of shows. She didn't put on this show. There was a lot of other people that went to T.S. Madison production. She put on Fabe, Brother Jay Wilson, Duchess Kelly, pictures, videos, a good time. When you're rolling with the CEO of the proclaimed CEO of the Maddie Mob, there's an expectation, unbeknownst to me, as to who put the event on. But there's still an expectation when you're in the presence of Maddie and you're the CEO, we'll get a little bit more special treatment. Or Maddie may take pictures with us, even though it's not her event, but you're the CEO. And we're so there is a level of expectation that we all may have, like, ooh, we're going to get to meet Maddie because S. Hutchinson is here. And it didn't go down like that. So, we don't know how much of an expectation it was for the people in attendance that night. And sometimes when people spend their money and feel like they don't get their money's worth, they're not going to wait a month later to complain about the services. Because if it was a food restaurant, they'll be like, well, it was a month ago. But because this is an event and everybody's on YouTube, everybody has big platforms and growing, it's like, wait a minute, I didn't get treated right, and I want to do something about it. So the time limit, there's even such a 30-day grace period to get a refund for anything nowadays in the store. But when you're talking business and promoting, and when you're friendly with people and stuff like that, it goes left. It gets miscrewed. It gets taken out of context, right? I'm sorry, guys. Let me go back up and read a little bit. Um, facts. Okay. Both of their reputations have been bruised. They could have split the cost. I read that. Lori, true. Never go to bed angry. Absolutely, Lori. And see, that's the thing with our community. They don't listen to us, Lori. Like, if they would just stop and listen for a moment and we all get on this good teaching, we have less of this arguing and beefing. People would be, less offended and easily annoyed. And yeah, it says, blessed are the peacemakers, for they are the children of God. They would even like meditate on just like to try to keep the peace. Everybody's not going to be peaceful, but if you did your best, we will have a better chance. Nuri says, now it's deeper than a refund. We really don't know what really happened behind the scenes. Absolutely. It's not even about the money anymore. I don't think. I don't even think it's about the refund, the money, or anything. It's about destroying people's lives right now. It's not about the money. And it's a shame because we had Funky Diney was told BS he was going to give the money back, right? But then he sent her a text or something saying, call me. He wanted her to call. And maybe if she would have called, maybe he would have cashed that. But she said she didn't want to call and go through those extra steps. So we don't know how that would have unfolded. But it's definitely not about the money right now. Maddie made it clear she's not giving the money back. The promoter made it clear. Funky Dineva made it clear. And VS, she did a GoFundMe for the $213. So you think it would be over with at this point in time, right? But it's not, because they're enemies that oh, Jasmine, hey, welcome. How are you? If you are new here, please subscribe. Say hi to everybody. Jasmine, everybody, welcome. Because they're enemies that would have hurt more. Absolutely. It is crazy. And sometimes if we just sit back, people are enemies and don't even have to be enemies. Yes, that too, Jasmine. Lori said yes, that's too, Jasmine. All right, so we got Lori. Gio went live on Facebook and released his receipts. See what I'm saying? Now everybody got a point to prove. Everybody has got a point to prove. Before you know it, Miss Mary, Maddie mother going, Matt, she was in the background in that video. She was telling Maddie, you don't gotta prove nothing. Maddie, please. Everybody gonna listen. Leave Miss Mary out of it. But I bet you Miss Mary got a receipt on somebody in that camp too. I bet you now they all want to pull out receipts. This is going to go on, y'all. Get ready for the summer because it's not over. Maddie is asking people who had a great experience to please send her a 1 minute, 2 minute clip to her email account. And so she could put it like it on videos and on Instagram, because people are really going after her brand like she threw a bad show. But really, guys, when you look at it, Maddie was late on up today, okay? Whether it was 3 hours, half hour. Miss Parker was throwing on the award show, so we got to take off. She couldn't go on until the award show get done, so that could have probably made her late. Arriving to the studio, you stayed the night there, Maddie. You had no reason getting to the club late. Going on is another thing because she had to wait for Miss Parker to get done with her award ceremony. So, but Maddie, own up to that. You were late. Miss Parker might have made you late performing, but you were late getting to the building, right? She has to own some of it. Some of it, and that's the thing why we just secluded it to Maddie. Just talk about Maddie tonight so we can see what Maddie did wrong. I think I'm going to go off now in just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and turn the music on, let the music play out, read the rest of the comments. But I really want to come back and just have this conversation about Miss Parker. I mean, there's so much content out there. You never make light of nobody's situation, but Who's right? Who's wrong? Everybody can't be right. Everybody can't be wrong. Look what we did with Maddie. We got it down to she made a bad decision doing business with people. She reacted the wrong way. But as far and what else did we say about Maddie? It was wrong for the lady to dox her and not want to take her phone number down. But as far as the event and the bad experience, she really didn't have anything to do with it. So Gio, Lori, Gio, oh, we read that. Natalia, I feel people want to issue with Madison because when you start calling her a man, you know you get personal and disrespectful and childish. Absolutely, because they weren't calling her a man and being disrespectful prior to this. It just goes to show you the level of fight and the level of disrespect people do carry within them. Absolutely. And that's why I said drunk people and hurt people and angry people tell the damn truth. When you drunk, you know drunk people spill a tea. They tell everything. Hurt people, when they hurt, immediately want to fire back. That's why son. And angry people just off the top of the dome calling you all kinds of names they've been thinking about before you got in the argument. It's just like, how are you feeling this way? You just told me you love me. Now I'm a bald head rascal. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm an old fat Pillsbury dope. Like, come on, man. They just be going like drunk people, hurt people, and angry people will tell you the truth in a minute. Let's see. Okay, Crazy says, now I'm sorry. No wonder if she purposely tried to sabotage Maddie's show by not hiring enough security or food and not setting up chairs in hopes that she could later go. That's why I said I want to do Miss Parker, because it goes a little bit deeper than that. Remember, she reached out to Maddie. So was there some underlying deceitful shit going on? Not having enough security, not hiring enough food. She's a promoter. Hell, I had 250 some people come to my wedding in 2005, and I made sure I had enough chicken for all of those people. You know, and I promoted my own wedding. Did all my decorations, the dresses, and everything. I got pictures and all that, but I'll pull it out another time. But I promoted my own wedding, did the invitations, did my magnets for my little my gifts. The magnets went on the refrigerator. I made my own wishing well. I had enough food though. So did the promoter underhand backstab Maddie in this promotion? That's a good question. Very, very good question. So it goes on to say, I didn't finish reading it. Hold on. It goes on to say, and not hiring enough security or food and not setting up chairs in hopes that she could later go to Michelle with a story. Absolutely. Sabotage is the greatest form of revenge for whatever reason. And she had an opportunity if she wanted to clap back at Maddie or make Maddie look bad, like she's probably intending to do now. Absolutely. Let's investigate that part of it if we want. Like I said, I'm not going to get so caught up in it, but it's a very interesting case right now. It's very interesting how it came out, how it's unfolding. But Miss Parker, she definitely could have had something up her sleeve that day. Definitely. And not for nothing, that night, Funky Dineva was sitting there, bitch. You doing it. He was just talking to her, partly like bigging her up. Then he was kind of putting her down. If you felt some kind of way, you'd have turned your camera on that night and said something. So definitely could be something underlying sabotage. Going on with this lady. She definitely got some receipts though. Lord have mercy. All right, so Nuri says, I don't believe she was late because of the events that took place first. Right. What Miss Parker is trying to say, Maddie spent the night in Norfolk, so there was no reason for them to get to the club late. When they got to the club, the reason why they had to wait to go on is because I believe Miss Parker was throwing an award ceremony to try to make up the difference from the time of them being late. And then when they got there, they had to wait for the award show to go over with. So they both can eat that right there. Like the way I heard her explain it, and Maddie said was that she spent the night in Norfolk, right? So if you're in the same city, there's no reason to get to the club late. Because Maddie was not at the club, all right, guys, let me see something. Because can you guys still hear me? Because Maddie was not at the club, right? It's like she had to put something on to entertain the people, so she came up with an award ceremony. So then by the time Maddie gets to the club, Maddie has to wait until the award ceremony is over with. So that time they both, Maddie, yeah, you got to the club late, but when Maddie got to the club, Maddie's saying they couldn't change, they couldn't dress, they couldn't do something, but there was an award show going on. So she really had to wait till that show ended and then she can go on. If I understood both of them right. Okay, yes, I hear you. Okay. So let me go back up to the venue. It says, hello, Jasmine. I read Nuri. I don't believe she was late. Lori says Gio said he wouldn't have paid $200 for those VIP tables. There was only one mic, and the talent didn't have water. All right, listen. Maddie pissed off because she said the promoter undercharged her talent. She was like $20 or something for the tickets or whatever. She didn't charge. Like, as a promoter, you set your price as to how much the tickets are gonna be. Maddie was going off on her saying you could have made more money than that. You underpriced the tickets. Like, you could have bought some damn chicken if you'd have charged some more money for them tickets. But Maddie definitely said she underpriced the event and lost money. Not lost money, but she could have made more money. It was one mic and the talent didn't have water. Yeah, Maddie did say it was one mic in there as well. Nuri, the venue and the promoter didn't have it together. Absolutely. Absolutely. That like I said, nobody's saying Maddie did a poor job. Her part of her act was messed up. Maddie didn't charge anybody to get in. Maddie didn't have anything to do with the money that night just to get paid. Yeah, she was janky promoter, Jasmine. That's why I want to come back. I remember, y'all remember that movie Jank? It's one of the old hood movies, one of the ghetto movies. It's about these two young dudes looking for talent or something. They supposed to be promoters. That's what this Miss and she seemed like a nice lady. I mean, it seemed like she got it together, but it also seemed like she found the opportunity to come up off of this and to keep it going. To insert herself like so many other people do. And partly, I would have said she was dragged into it, but I gotta remember, we all gotta remember, we don't know how she was led to reach out to ATLE and Brown, but that was her first move on the chessboard. She took that move right there, so we gotta keep that in mind. Miss Parker was shady as hell. Oh yeah, definitely, Lady Nico. So Natalia says the one thing I say Madison was wrong about is working for someone you know that doesn't like you. That's what we boiled it down to too, right? And how she responded when it first popped off. Every money is not good money. You good you damn right about that, Natalia. Absolutely. You guys been holding strong. Thank you to the 8 people watching. Nuri got some high 5 pounds going up. What's up, Nuri? Hey. Lady Nika, yes, I hear you. Okay, good. For some reason, it says I'm not connected to my tablet, and that's what I'm reading the comments on. And Lori says exactly. Although late, they still could not get on stage when arrived. Absolutely, because she had put on some award shows. So I can understand the time. Maddie cleared it up. It wasn't 3 hours late. Yes, she was late. The promoter said she was late getting there, but as far as her starting at 10 o'clock, she had to wait once she got there from being late for the stage to clear. Absolutely. Lori, I like Maddie and Geneva. Hopefully this is a learning moment. Absolutely. And like I said, this isn't to bash anybody. I like them all. Unfortunately, you can't sit here and do commentation on Maddie without the rest of everybody else thinking, oh, you're Maddie diehard fan. No. This is a grown adult channel, and we're having conversation about all of them. I'm gonna get off and get like an hour's rest, give me maybe a little something to snack on, and let's talk about Miss Parker. Cause we got some very we narrowed it down with Maddie. Anybody in their right mind, watch this video, listen to this video. Maddie did nothing wrong but make a bad choice, trusted people she should not have been working with, and she responded initially like, like she was out of character with it. Okay, she since got it back together, but we, as far as the event itself, Maddie, she's cleared. In the house of oh Lord, Maddie is clear. ATLian said Miss Parker reaches out to her, so you already was in the drama. Right, exactly. That's why I said without knowing that, it looked like she was drugged into it. But when you see the receipts that she reached out to ATLian first, she brought this on herself. She know exactly what she doing. She coming at it from a point, yo, I want to out Maddie. So she didn't get the interview with ATLian. She realized, oh, you could do your own interview. She did a little bit with VS. Now she realized she could turn on her own camera and interview herself. So, But guys, I'm going to go ahead and let the music play out. This was awesome. Thank you all. And I'm going to come back a little bit later. Lady Nika, I'm definitely going to take your advice. You will be hearing from me before, the weekend is out. I'll definitely reach out to you. You have stayed the test of time. I mean, I look at people like that, I look at the spirits of people, and I appreciate you. Nuri says she should have made her own live without getting Michelle. And, honey, this is what I said about dumbass Star Marie. How the heck you go live on IG, go viral, and then end up in the hands of Tasha K? Not that anything is wrong. I like Tasha K too. You already went viral. Promote your own self. Do your own interview. You went viral, lady. And they took your viral content and made millions off of you. How dare you? Like, you already went viral. What you need an exclusive interview for? I was sitting over here like, Star Marie, no. That's Mona Symone too. She's like, I'm gonna get this interview. She went viral. That's hot material. And look how it all backfired on him. All interviews, where you at, Natalia? All interviews ain't good interviews, right? All money ain't good money, and all interviews ain't good interviews. Especially that damn interview Mona did with Cardi Symone. Oh, God. That was one of the worst interviews in history. But you guys been great. This is ReligionWinked TV, and my spiritual ears stay. Listen, Nori says, Miss Lila says, awesome live with love involved. Absolutely, Nori. Blessings till we meet again. Lori, thank you. God bless you all. So let's see. Stick to yourself. Absolutely. I've been trying to do it, Lori B. Let me go down real quick. I can remember some of the names. Guys, y'all got so many comments in here. 6 people still holding. All right, so we have Sexy Star, Crazy 5000 QI. Who else we got in here? We got Nervy B, Lady Nika, Y Hudson, Cindy Belizaire. Yes. What's up? Lady Nika, QI. Okay, I said all that. Angelica, excuse me. All right, let me try. We got, who else? The Law Judge. Thank you for showing up. TC White Girl Reed. Hey. A sense of high. Thank you. I don't want to miss nobody. Oh my God. So I'm coming. I know Jasmine was in here. I know Natalia was in here. English Goddess. Okay. Hey. Guys, this is so awesome. Thank you so much. I said crazy, right? When the music goes off, this live will end, y'all. Thank y'all so much. All right, shalom and God bless. Let me just make sure I'm going down. We got Natalia, Shell Black. All right, thank you for showing up. Miss Lala, yes, thank you. Nuri B, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see, I'm almost there, guys. I hope I didn't leave anybody out. Good night, God bless. Until next time, let the word of God be a lamp unto your feet and a light unto your pathways, guys. I'm telling you, being led by the Holy Spirit or just the Word of God, wherever you go, your steps will be bright, and wherever He leads you, you'll shine His light. 5 people still watching. I just want to make sure I didn't leave anybody out. This is the longest live in comments. Rashawn Furnace. Okay, that's what I'm doing is thank you, thank you, thank you. Who else? Who else? Oh my God, thank you. Black Butterfly. Hey, I didn't see you come in. Hi, welcome. All right, guys. Lori, there you go. I'm almost to the end. Jasmine, there you go. All right, and Natalia, there you go. Good vibes. God bless you. All right, chat and link later. Exactly. Stick to yourself. Thank you, guys. I am going to say good night, and I'll be back. Maybe I'll come back if I'm not too tired. If you guys see Janky Promoter Parker in the title. If y'all see Miss Parker, the promoter in the title, you know I'm back live. God bless you all. Oh, wait, let me send it. There you go. And have a good night, guys. Thank you. I'll see you in a little while. Oh, my God.